£11.95, £12.95 each.
Yeah.
You're getting all three for £8.95 today. Okay, I've got about 20 of those left. I'm going to move on to give you some more opportunity to get more deals. Just sensational. More clearance now. And actually the colour will go really nicely with the ones I've just brought to you. It's that warmth, it's that kind of opal warmth that we have to it. Very autumnal in their look and in their appeal. And the size and shape of these, really unusual. What would I be doing with barrels like this, please, Jem?
Well, I like those with just nice, if you've got some nice decorative jump rings in between each, they look really nice, and it sort of levels them out, so it almost looks like a bar when you wear them. And with that many strands, the opportunities for graduating the colours, which always makes something look really high-end. That's a perfect strand for graduating, that one. It's lovely.
Like that idea, the colour graduation of this. It's going to be a lot of fun to do, quite relaxing as well. Okay, we're getting 3 strands of this, massive gemstones. I mean, look at that carat weight. That carat weight's only on 1 strand, by the way. Your price point today is rolling down. You've got a 14 by 10, your price point today on these ones. Jem. She's just done it again. You look like you've just had like a sour sweet to your face as you keep pulling.
It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to need Botox for the next shot.
£4.95 for all 3 strands.
It's amazing. It is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's hard to have words, isn't it?
It
At that
really
price.
is. And that's the thing, it is flabbergasting. It's absolutely mind-boggling, because I just want to point out that if me and Jem wanted to buy 1 strand of this at staff cost, we'd pay more than that.
Oh, yeah.
On 1 at staff cost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
On big pieces
No
like
doubt.
this, easily. So you're just absolutely getting a real treat now. Okay, I'm moving on for you. I've got about 15 of those left. Where is it? Oh, wow, what a beauty. In the clearance. Okay, this is a Heliodor. Now, this is not a yellow beryl. This is not a golden beryl. This has got that added extra oomph, that extra kind of high-end appeal. This has gone through extra checks to be given this name. It is genuine Heliodor. Take a little look. Heliodor, again, is not just a nice name that we give to a beryl that's got this kind of yellow tone, because you can get yellow beryl, you can get golden beryl. Heliodor has to scientifically have a base of green or a back palette of green to it, and you can definitely see in natural light in particular that these do have that. These have got a very, very exceptional colouring to them. Absolutely natural, by the way. We haven't dyed these, so we can give them that name of Heliodor, which I know certain places do. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if they do that. That's completely acceptable, because Heliodor is so rare. But this is natural. Should have been almost £36. It was £35.80, 90 something. We're taking it down today to £7.95 on Heliodor. That isn't something we're used to seeing. I personally can't actually think of a time I've ever seen an individual strand of Heliodor under the £30 mark that I can think of. This is a very, very special gemstone indeed. And again, can I just state, we are taking a big hit on this. We're actually losing money on this. It cost us more to buy these in than we're selling them to you now. So genuinely, you're getting yourself an absolute deal and a half with these. You really are. And we don't get to see Heliodor often, do we, Jan?
No, quite really rarely, actually. Very rarely. They're gorgeous. They are gorgeous.
And actually, there's some gold in my labradorite, which would go really nicely with this, wouldn't they? With the Heliodor, don't you think?
Yeah. Can you imagine that the coin as a sort of the pendant, and then tassels of the Heliodor?
That would look beautiful. It would look like drops of sun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really would.
Really
That would look lovely.
pretty. That's coming up for you as a star by that labradorite really, really shortly. Well done to everyone who's got their hands on this. Quantity-wise, I've not got that many. I've got about 15 left, so I am going to move on for you again. Okay, got for you now a little bit of a gemstone which I absolutely love and adore. Whenever I look at this gemstone, it makes me think willow pattern. Whenever I look at this gemstone, it makes me think myth, legend, tale. What do you think about when you look at sodalite?
Debbie Bolford.
Tell me more.
Debbie Bolford makes the most amazing jewellery with sodalite, and she always talks about how everybody's got a pair of jeans, and they are so denim, aren't they? They're they're perfect to team with jeans and boots and a white shirt, or, you know, they can be casual or they can be quite sophisticated as
Yeah,
well.
you're right.
I really love sodalite, I love it. And blue is probably the most popular colour out there for customers as well. So.
Absolutely agree with that. It has to be. I've got for you here a serious selection of gems. Again, big carat weight on these, 2 full 600 carats worth across these in total. Deep rich blue should be £23.95. We've reduced it to £7.95 for all three. Now, Gem, this is just a guess, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right. Wouldn't you sell one of these in a necklace piece for more than that if this was a pendant?
Yes, it's quite likely, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite likely.
It is quite likely, just for one piece, £7.95 in a necklace or in a wrapped pendant.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a sensational price, isn't it?
It is crazy. Do you know what I'm thinking? I know it's easy to think about making money with the clearance prices and how much profit you can make, but I'm also thinking, how often do you actually get to make and actually give away to your friends and family?
Yeah.
And they all like your jewellery, don't they?
Yeah.
You never get to give it away because it always costs you something. You've got to recoup that cost.
Yeah, yeah.
With these, it gives you that lovely opportunity to, you know, just give some gifts, make something for someone you love.
And actually, even if you are making for customers, you could make a free gift or something with these, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Get that customer to come back time and time again. Okay, I've got about 15 of those left, so I'm going to go to something special. This is going to be your Labradorite freestyle buy. I have a sneaky feeling that you absolutely want this strand. Am I right?
I think you might be right, yeah.
Can I tell you why I know that? It's because Gem's sort of been looking at it now and again, and also in the break she went, can you tell me how much that's going to be? And I went, no, cannot. Now, you would not ask that if you didn't want this.
No, I do want it, and I'm scared that it's going to be really ridiculous.
It is a silly price for the quality.
Yeah.
I will be honest. Now, can I get my quantity on this, please, Dion? I've got over 100.
Okay.
So you have an opportunity, sort of. I have got for you here a stunning Labradorite, and these are your beautiful, beautiful coins. Now, I just want to show you the quality of these. I'm not just showing you, you know, the one or two good ones. I want to show you the quality of this is absolutely profound, and it is banding around every single one. I'm showing you every one of these now, and every single one of them has Labrador essence in an area or another that you can see. Every single one of these is absolutely banding with a glow, banding with a shine, whether it be golds or greens or pinks. You've got blues in that one. This one's definitely showing you more of a pink tone, isn't it? Is that pinky gold to you? It's giving me more of that shade. You're getting ones that have the blues and the teal tones to them, just got a little bit of the blue there one. There's lots and lots of different colours on each of these, and don't forget that is naturally occurring. We haven't put a nice coating on these to make them look a bit fancy. You know, this is just Mother Nature kind of hitting her light in at different areas into all these striations. Depends where she kind of hit to what colour she gives you. The fact of the matter is the quality is there, and it's there naturally. We haven't messed with these at all. This is Mother Nature. That doesn't happen that often. I will be honest with you, when I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that location, the one word that comes to my mind is actually spectralite, but these are Labradorite. We've classed these as Labradorite. These are sensational, these are high quality, and at the price you're about to see, they're an absolute bargain. £14.95 should be your price point. £11.95 for you today is absolutely silly. All of you play the same price. Everyone who came in buying 3s and 2s before that I dropped that price, you know, under £20, you all paid that same price. That is an absolute stonker and a half of a deal. And whilst we're here, let's have a little look at what Sandra's done. Smiley face Sandra's made with this. And do you know what I think this goes to show? You can just do serious simplicity, but because of the gemstone, it's going to add so much interest.
Yeah, I actually think sometimes keeping it simple makes it look more expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
But you had those silver
Stardust spaces.
That would look fantastic with those.
They would look phenomenal, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Isn't that quality just astonishing? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got around 10 of these left, so I do have to move on. But to everyone who got them, absolute massive well done. And Sandra, as always, Happy New Year to you, and thank you for sending that in. Okay, we're moving it. Snowflake obsidian in the coins. Yes. Snowflake obsidian. fan?
Yes, I am. Yeah, yeah.
Pourquoi?
It's monochrome for a start, which is always lovely because it's a great backdrop for anything else. I like black. Black is one of my favourite colours to use.
Yeah.
You know, so that element to it. And it's got a nice weight, it's got a nice temperature as well. Obsidian's always got a lovely temperature.
It does actually, you're right.
So, yeah, it's a lovely gemstone, really unique. Everyone's different as well, which is nice.
Yeah. I'm just been told the price on this. Snowflake Obsidian is, I'm sure you'll all agree, in a different category to the likes of Shell Pearl price-wise. Snowflake Obsidian is different price-wise, I would say, anyway, to even the likes of a agate or a quartz or a carnelian, maybe. This is a different level. This isn't your everyday treat. Some people will actually aspire to own Snowflake Obsidian. But today, you can own 3 strands for £5.95. This is absolutely loop-de-loop, round the twist. Honestly, can I just reiterate for you that the clearance I've got on, you know, tomorrow morning, you know, throughout today, tomorrow, that is not something we're going to do. This is not a Hobbit-style deal. You know, we had the clearance, didn't we, just before Christmas, didn't we? That was the first part. This is the sequel. We're not going for a trilogy with this. This is the last chance. So honestly, get what you want whilst you have the opportunity. Sold out that one, sorry. Okay, bring it to you. 14. Oh, these drops would go nicely, actually, with the... Labradorite. I imagine you'd have a lot of fun with working with this shape, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I do like the marquise shape very much. It makes petals and drops, and it's just really versatile. It's lovely.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Really pretty indeed. Now, if you want to get your hands on these, just to let you know, they're a 12x6. Also to let you know that you are getting 3 strands of these worth in total. And also, just to let everybody know that on some of these, there is a lot of clarity. On some of these, there is a lot of colour as well. Your price point today is rolling down. Let's all treat ourselves to a trio of these for £8.95. Now, that really is a special deal, isn't it? For the workmanship.
Absolutely, yeah, and it is the most wasteful cut as well, so you do expect to pay more.
Yeah.
But they, you know, they're just gorgeous, aren't they? And 3 strands gives you the opportunity again to do that lovely colour graduation. You can have a pot of your dark greys, a pot of your lighter greys, a pot of your more clear. So, you know, you've got such variety there as well.
You really do, don't you?
Yeah.
And you've got so much to work with. And I think at that price, you don't have to be so sort of pernickety with what you're doing with pieces, do you?
No, that's right. Sometimes when you get a really lovely stone like that, you buy 1 strand, you have to really make it stretch.
Yes.
Now you don't have to, do you? You can do those really ornate pieces that you would never have dreamt of doing.
Yeah, you're right.
So they're lovely.
And I like, because it might be an unusual shape for some of us, because we don't get to see it that often at all, I don't think, anyway. And that means that you might have been a little bit precious about working with this shape before. Actually, because you've got so much of it, you can try something out, a design you might have had in mind, and so what if it doesn't work? It's all right, you've got loads left over.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dion, honestly, she's just taken another £1 off. For the reason of, there is no other reason apart from Dion's just gone, oh yeah, you see the one on the finger? See that one there on the finger? That's a bit of blue. So she's just taken £1 off. Every little helps here today. It really, really does. And at £7.95, already at £8.95, we were losing money. We were losing money on it, but at £7.95, hey, why not treat yourself today? And the thing is, at that price, these you can even actually, you know, get maybe the teenagers who are getting into jewellery making to work with the likes of Labradorite, because it is such a low price.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's like you said, it's the opportunity, isn't it, to try things that maybe you wouldn't have tried, or give other people the opportunity to try things they wouldn't have tried.
Computerly.
Computerly.
Oh, honestly, I don't know where these words come from. I've got for you now rose quartz. Now, I mean, if this isn't Pantone, I don't know what is. Victorian Edwardian jewellery. Completely agree with that on the Labradorite because of the shape. Perfect. Now, this is that Pantone rose colour, isn't it? This is one of the standout colours for 2016, highlighted by the group called Pantone, by the company, as it were. these are a really unique and individual shape as well. You've got that beautiful octagon with these, and actually it's an elongated octagon, isn't it? You've got that really lovely kind of elongation, which I think almost draws the eye. I love things like this. When I make anything, I like to kind of tell a story with it, and I love things with this because for me they help with direction. You're going to be going in the right direction if you buy these today, because your rose quartz trio is coming for just $6.95. Now, Jem, you know, when you're looking at these with kind of admiration, actually, I can see in your face.
Yeah, well, they're lovely and they're really well known. Everybody knows rose quartz. A lot of people have rose quartz somewhere along the line. I was just thinking about that watch face we had earlier. I mean, if you manage to get those and you get that, you do sort of 3-strand stretchy with those.
Perfect idea.
Really lovely watch, you know, ready to go.
Really nice look. £6.95 for you today. Hello, Shirley. Oh my, I have just received my last few days' purchases. My partner must never see. Lol. All are wow. Thank you, JM. Thank you. Shirley, I'm so glad you've enjoyed your purchases. I really am. That's sold out, by the way. I'm so glad you've been enjoying them, and I won't tell if you don't tell. That's absolutely fine. I'll keep it under my bowler. Okay, where are we going? 18. Okay, I've got, and Shirley, don't forget, if you're getting the clearance today and tomorrow, you're actually probably going to be saving more money than you are spending. So it's rude not to, really, isn't it? Speaking of unusual shapes, I love your face all the time, obviously, Jem.
Yeah, of course.
But in particular, when I get amazing gems out like this, because your eyes just, ooh.
They're gorgeous. I really love those.
What do you like about them, please?
They're so flashy and sparkly. They're lovely, and I take it they're coins. It's hard for me to see the shape properly.
Coins. Yeah.
So they'll sit nice. You can actually have that look just on your neckline or on your wrist, and it will look exactly like that.
Special, isn't it?
Yeah,
Each of these coins has a gorgeous diamond-shaped facet that just tessellates into each other beautifully. Great for cufflinks, great for evening wear, and at this price, actually, you can wear them every day and not even worry. £7.95 for this trio. Now, one individual strand you wouldn't expect for that price.
No.
I just love these. I think if you want to do a monochrome design, these are perfect. If you want to pair them with the likes of my serenite, which I had earlier on, and I am just so proud to have brought that to you today, I really am, then these are going to be absolutely sensational with it as well, aren't they? They really, really are. Lots of you coming in for these. Treat yourself to them whilst you have the opportunity. Got to get moving on. 10 of those ones left, apparently. Okay, moving to... carnelian. I had some carnelian drops on earlier. These are a gorgeous shape as well. I love this clearance, because you'd think clearance would just be stuff we've seen 1,002 times, but I've never seen a strand like this, a carnelian. Take a look.
Oh, little barrels.
Like
Nice.
barrels, really gentle barrels though, aren't they?
Yeah, I like barrel shapes for men's jewellery. They seem somehow more masculine. You know, you can put them like with leather and lay them in, and they sort of sit like bars, you know, like the bone beads. They sort of scream more men's jewellery, don't they?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So you can use these on your unisex pieces quite easily, just by the shape, almost guiding you actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Triple trouble on these. A lot of the work's done for you because it is such a unique and individual shape. Like I say, I have got 3 of them for you. Your price point, let's everyone get involved. Less than 100 now. Your price point today, £6.95 for this trio collection. I mean, you've got the masculine tones and the feminine tones in here. You've got that stunning facet work, which is just so interesting. And I love the shape on these as well. Losing, she says, the Hub Mag has a great Pantone colour palette to help you understand the colours. Also, with it being on the app, it's really handy when designing, says Lou. Good point.
I need a new phone so I can get the app.
Why, what's wrong with your phone?
It's not the right sort of phone.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Oh, treat yourself to a new phone.
Yeah.
Another New Year's resolution there for you. Okay, not many of those ones left at all. I'm going to show you a bit of a star buy, which is... Where is it, Dee? Oh, these. This is here.
I actually really love that.
I really love it as well. It's out of this world, isn't it?
It is exceptional.
That's a star buy. It's coming up for you in the next few minutes. Quickly though, before that, I'm going to bring you your red marcasite. Now, I know you're a fan of marcasite, aren't you, Jem?
I am, yeah.
What do you like about it, please?
I love the metallic flash in there. I love the fact that it's a metallic, but it adds a splash of colour as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, marcasite reminds me of my great-grandma as well. She had a lot of marcasite jewellery and that same sort of pewtery, polished look.
I know what you mean.
And it sort of takes me to that sort of style. So when I'm designing, it helps me really sort of channel my ideas as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an all-rounder for me. It's lovely. I love it.
Because already it naturally takes you down that kind of vintage pathway.
Yeah.
Now, this gemstone, again, is not a everyday low-cost, quick bargain price, is it, as a general rule?
No, it's not.
Price points you normally expect much higher than £7.95.
4.
That's working out, ladies and gentlemen. What is that? Is it like £1 £2,468? It's about £1.99 or something each. That is absolutely. It's sold out. Sorry. Okay, everybody, I'm bringing to you the one that Jem wants, the one that I want, the one that pretty much everyone else does. If you want it, you've got to be quick. You ready for this? It's your star. Bye. The quality of this is absolutely, well, it talks for itself. Just look at it. You don't need me to tell you. This, ladies and gentlemen, is sky blue apatite. How do we generally get, say, sky blue topaz? Well, it has to be heated, generally. Majoritively, it's radiated, isn't it? This isn't, though. This is natural sky blue apatite, which I think is astonishing because for me, this colour is out of this world. And it's natural. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now listen, 91 of these available. So you have got your opportunity to get them if you want. The amount of people on the web getting these already is loop-de-loop.
I don't know, look, do I?
This is silly. This is absolutely silly. People are buying this already at $24.95, and when I asked Dion what's the price, she said 25, because that's what we do. It's quick in the break. All right, yeah, fab. What she actually meant was, oh, well, it should be, but that wasn't said. Yeah, you're right, Director Ben. She basically just lied to me. I don't know where this is going, and I'm absolutely over the moon with £25. £14.95. Oh, that is just, well, basically, we'll give you this strand and we'll also give you £10 back in your pocket. Hey, why not? It doesn't need it. The clarity is there. The hue is there. It's naturally there as well, might I add. And the workmanship is there. And also, the carat weight is there too.
It's exceptional. The clarity is absolutely gorgeous. I actually don't think I've seen a better strand of faceted neon apatite.
And I doubt you've seen it for anywhere near that price,
No,
usually.
I really haven't. I think that is absolutely stunning.
Oh my, says Polly. Thank you, Polly, for that. I've got about 20 left. Barbara says, I would like to put those with citrine. Oh, summer sky. Love that idea. Thank you very much for those. Okay, 10 of those left. I've got to move on for you now. Well done, everyone. What special star buy? I didn't expect that clearance. We're going to carry on with the clearance now, though, and I'm going to bring you a really gorgeous array of these corner drilled cubes. Now, the lovely thing about a corner drilled cube is it gives you a real interest in movement. It gives you a real interest and kind of look and appeal, because you're not just getting that centre drilled effect, you're actually getting more of an undulation. And you see that as I'm showing the air, because it is corner drilled. Disco cubes! I love the name of these. This is a really unique and individual shape, and because it's a black gemstone, it's going to, of course, be great for all ages and all genders. But I love that we've gone a little bit quirky. We've not just gone, oh, here's a black gemstone. We've gone a little bit, spiced it up a little bit. We've drilled these in a different manner. We've put them on a slightly different jaunt, and that means that you're going to get a real gorgeous design. Get your hands on these disco cubes today. Your price point on these triple trouble little beauties is just, you ready for this? Now the thing is, if you buy anything that's unusual, a bit different, a bit bespoke, you pay a premium. It's like that with everything. It's like we say it all the time with the likes of our Kumihimo class, don't we? The Kumihimo cordons. They're hard to purchase, they're difficult to find, and therefore they pay a premium. Well, it's exactly the same with things like this. The cut itself is different. Look how they're drilled, and look at how they kind of reflect the light in a different manner. So the fact of the matter is, to get that undulation, to get something a little bit quirky, a bit different, you'd expect to pay a premium. $6.95 for 3 strands. You would not expect at all. I've got to move on though, because I really want to fit in 1 or 2 just before I leave you today, before I leave this clearance today. Got here a really nice strand here, and this, I've got to say, has got a real gorgeous. Isn't that like a feather work in the middle? Almost like an angel wing kind of detail internally. I think these are so pretty. The fact that they're a rose quartz as well gives it just I don't know, even more of that beauty, because obviously when we think rose quartz, I'm sure a lot of you will have a connotation to the likes of, you know, eternal love and the gemstone of care. I think these are phenomenal. Again, bespoke shape, very unusual indeed. The price point for 3 strands should have been £27 almost. It's $6.95 today for you, though. That honestly is something different. And with this shape, you can create something really different, can't you?
Yeah, you can. It's nice because they're chunky, but because of that curve and that little flow, they're still really quite feminine.
Yeah, you're right.
So they work well in a shorter style necklace that's quite modern, you know, up high on the collarbone, and they would work in a really long sort of necklace with chain links and, you know, a bit more funky as well. So yeah, they're lovely, really nice. It's
going to be phenomenal, isn't it? And actually, for kind of outdoor almost, or indoor, you know, what are they called? You put them above a baby's crib. Go on, 10 points to whoever gets it first. Mobiles, 10 points. Yeah, you know, you could have it as like a mobile, couldn't you, in your room, because of the movement. That's what I did. Not many left, apparently. Okay, got for you now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and again, this to me says Gemma Crow. Oh, it also says that one's not got a knot in the end. Have a look at this. I don't know why it makes me think of you. I think it's because it's very glamorous. I think it's because it's all a little bit different. They all have different kind of bandings on them. And again, it's that kind of colouring.
Yeah, it is. You know, I love the blacks and browns and those sort of warm, earthy colours as well. So, yeah. And I love the shape. Drops are brilliant. Like you were saying before, they're great for pushing direction. They're great for making flowers. They're great for making petals. Really, really versatile.
There's so much you can do with these. Yeah. And look, every single one just looks different. Isn't that one's got like an eyelet shape. You've got almost age lines from a tree on some of these as well. I just think they're stunning. I'm bringing you 3 full strands of these. Your price point should be £20.85. Already a very good price for something which I absolutely love and adore. I'll be honest, these are up my street as well. Your price point today, though, we are rolling it down. You all ready for this? £5.95.
That's for all of them.
You're right though, Chen.
I need a cup of sweet now.
That is an astonishing deal, because genuinely, if I actually brought you half a strand at that price, I think that would be a great deal, because it is a real deal agate. Every single one. I mean, you know, just looking at the interest of this one here, it does look, it's essentially unique. Every single one, and I think they're going to look great in a piece together. They're going to look wonderful all separated as well. £5.95 on that one, right? I want to fit in a couple more for you if I can. I've got a Quench Crackle gemstone here for you in this. It's almost like a, I don't know, describe it like a Kath Kidston pink actually. It's kind of a vintage rose garden that I've got here. Just to let you know, I've got 62 trances on these ones. These are your diamond shape that I have here. Again, really nice look you're going to be able to get with these, working with your individual different shapes like the ones we've had on previously. You've got a double trouble deal on these ones. These are your pink diamond shapes. £4.95 for you today. That price point is genuinely astonishing. When you think you actually, you couldn't even buy 2 decks of those swap cards, that kids have to play with at that price point. You wouldn't be able to. And that would keep them entertained. If you bought them 2 packs, probably for about 7.5 minutes probably, if they only had 2 packs of them. Actually, with things like this, they're going to be able to release some creativity. A lot of children and young people will find that as kind of an outlet, as a kind of almost a therapy, as a way of focusing, and they're going to have a lot of fun with it, which they can wear and use time and time again. £4.95, not many of them left yet at all. You said to me, what, Pops? 12 o'clock hour. I'm moving over here. No, I'm not. Sorry, that is in box 13. What? Yeah, got it. Clearance. Again, spectacular, sensational ruby. Did anyone get that Burmese sapphire I did earlier on? If you did, you absolutely lucky thing. Did you also get the lowest price Tahitian pearls that I've ever brought you as well? I did you a set of 3 Tahitian pearls at under £8, and then I did you a set of 3 Tahitian pearls at under £50. I know, and they weren't tiny. 10.25 mil. 10.25 mil. We've changed our buy-in on it, basically. Anyway, if you've got things like that, aren't these going to be a perfect pairing for this? Because actually, this is a natural, stunning ruby.
It's gorgeous.
What do you love about this strand, please, Jan?
I love how sparkly it is. I actually thought it might be red spun out. It's that sparkly. I love ruby. It's romantic. It sort of is emotional. It gives you that sort of emotional, I don't know. I've always had a bit of a connection to ruby.
Yeah.
That's just gorgeous. The colour of that is more like a deep oxblood sort of red, isn't it? It's really lovely, intense colour. It's just beautiful.
It is sensational, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. And the fact that it's a Mother Nature's optical effect, that even makes it more special in some ways, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just been told I've only got 10 of these left now. Should have been nearly £68. I'm wincing because I know she's going to do something silly. Should have been £68 reduced to £39.95. That's what, 20, what did you say? £28 off, ladies and gentlemen, on natural, real deal African ruby that has that much intensity, that much of an idyllic hue, a serious saturation, and pretty much everything you could hope for at that price point. This is serious quality at a seriously low price point. It really is. Well done to everyone. 4 of those left. That's it. Well done to you all. That's amazing. £40. Astonishing. Okay. I can fit in 2 if you want me to. 11. Wait. Oh, which hour? Sorry. Yeah. I've got your watch face for you. I'm going to fit in 2 products in this amount of time. A minute 20. Loads of time. I've got for you your watch face. This is your white mother of pearl watch face. Did you miss out on the other one? If you did, I've got these ones here just as your last chance opportunity. Gorgeous mother of pearl there. Gorgeous watch face to these. Really stunning design with that wonderful Roman numerals on there. Gives it a real touch of class, doesn't it? £9.95 for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Get that one whilst you can. Not a mammoth amount of quantity on that one, actually, is there? Not a huge amount of quantity now, so if you want them, you've got to get your hands on it whilst you can. Last but by no means least, I'm going to give you that aquamarine as well, which I showed you earlier on. Perfect rounds I've got here for you. Stunning colour on these ones. Really, really, really intense. Not insipid at all, is it? Really intensity. Your price point today on these 7mm round should be £9.95. I would not have expected that, and Gemma's face says she agrees with me. We're rolling it down there. You ready for this? Your price point today is actually rolling down. £6.95. That is absolutely silly. Gem, thank you for the last hour, lovely lady.
Welcome.
I'll see you very soon. I'll be back with you at 8 AM tomorrow. The clearance continues. Have a really lovely afternoon, everyone.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
The name tourmaline comes from the Sri Lankan word turmali, meaning mix, because this colourful gem was often confused with other gemstones. Sri Lanka was also responsible for tourmaline's first appearance in Europe when it was sold to the Dutch traders in the 1600s.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Good afternoon, how is everyone? You all good? Good. Gosh, I look terrible today, don't I? Just somewhere like, oh, these lights don't do you any favours, do they?
Don't.
I've got a cold. I've got a cold today. I've got the lurgy. Everyone's got the lurgy, haven't they? Have you got it, Gemma?
I've had it.
You've had it?
I've been poorly all
Everyone's
week.
had it.
Yeah.
Everyone's had it. So I hope you're feeling okay. If you have got the lurgy, stay in your pyjamas all day and just watch Jewellery Maker because we've got clearance for you today. Also, it's all about 925. I've never seen these 925 sterling silver sheets before, have you?
Not before they turned up at my door the other day.
I bet you were like, oh my gosh.
I was in my
These,
element. Yeah.
I can't believe it. I even went, Toby and I were looking at the stuff earlier on. I was like, I just want to check. I'm just going to double check. You've got your 925 stamp. Solid sterling silver sheet. Never ever seen this before. It's just at the top there, behind all of my fingerprints. Never seen it before. Accompanied with some 925 chains. I also have in one of the kits today 4 gauges of 925 sterling silver wire. I know, it's very exciting. I can't remember the last time I had solid sterling silver wire. Now, I've got to be honest with you, the quantities are not huge. They're not huge at all. Just on the break there was a bit of a rook, if you like, here in the studio because everyone's fighting over Gemma's jewellery today. Solid sterling silver jewellery. And it looks incredible. Can't wait to see the demos for that. So the kit's coming up for you very, very soon. 2 o'clock is your clearance hour and 4 o'clock today is your clearance hour as well. If you saw the clearance that we had, was it last month? Yeah, it's January now, isn't it? The clearance that we had last month, it was bonkers, taking things really, really low. We're going to be doing that again for you today, so you need to be staying tuned, especially if you want 95. Look at the luster from this. Ooh, magic. I love it. Okay, where should we start then, Toby? Some pearls for you. Have a look at these. Wow. These are very luxurious. They're gorgeous, really beautiful, genuine pearls you've got here, the real deal. Not synthetic, not fake, the real deal. 8 by 6 millimetres in size. So much incredible luster you've got there. And no matter what coloured pearls you've already got in your stash, these will go beautifully, especially
especially with the white pearls. In fact, I've got some Kesha pearls coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, 3 o'clock hour, sorry, that are just divine. They look gorgeous with these. 8 by 6 millimeters in size, beautiful drop. So for me, straight away, I'd be thinking earrings with these as well. Solid sterling silver that we've got coming up as well. The chain that we've got coming up, you could use the chains if you wanted to. You could cut these, which some of you do and some of you don't like to do, but there are two, so the option's there. Just cutting a couple of these, popping your head pin on there. You'd have to use a featherweight head pin for the links on this chain as well. And popping a pearl on there, you'd have solid 925 sterling silver earrings and genuine pearls there as well. They would look gorgeous. TGMG78 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. Really, really easy to get involved today, and look at that price tag for you. If you've been watching all morning and you haven't yet opened up your basket, do it now, because there's so much coming up for you. I was looking through all of the pieces that we've got coming up today, actually, and I think we don't get paid till the end of the month. I've spent it all already. Get both the sterling silver kits today. Yeah, definitely. Welcome, Ben, by the way.
Hello.
Ben! Director Ben is here on this shift for a while now, aren't you, Ben?
Yes.
Until he causes trouble.
Yes.
And then, yeah, we'll let him go again. £6.95 for you. 0800 644 655. Really, really busy morning. You need to be getting involved today. It's bonkers. Well done. Lots and lots of you there. Crazy. Oh. Wow. This is really not helping my bank account right now, my situation. You know how everyone is like January, most people get paid, don't they, like a week or so before Christmas, just to help you out. You get paid early in December. It's not good, is it? It really isn't. Last week of December you think you're loaded, and then come January you're like, oh dear, 3 more weeks to go, and look at what we're bringing you. This is not good for me, Toby, at all. It's my favourite gemstone in the whole world. Now, for me, and for you probably as well as an emerald lover, a lot of the time we look for diaphanity in an emerald. This is where I have to say, for me, this would completely go out of the window. This is all about the colour. Look at these emeralds. How high-end do these look? These look so expensive. And there is such a huge, huge carat weight that you've got here. 60 carats of faceted emerald. 60 carats. Now, Gemma, this is going to be your challenge.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah.
So I'm just thinking that with the solid sterling silver somehow,
I might be able to work that in.
I do love you, Gemma. 60 carats of genuine emeralds, and they are all individually hand faceted. The colour here is incredible, and I have to say it's really deep, typical of Brazilian emeralds, and that is exactly what you have here. 60 carats of textbook Brazilian emerald. Because of the facets on these gemstones as well, it gives us so much lustre there. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Before I came over to Gemporia, as it were, first, before Jewellery Maker, I never liked green gemstones at all. Now, my top 6 are all green gemstones, and emerald is at #1. Emerald is at #1. If you at home are thinking, yeah, I get that, I'm not so keen on green gemstones, because I do meet a lot of people now that still say green is one of them colours for them, where they're a bit unsure.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I can see that.
Do you like green gemstones?
Do you know, funny enough, sorted my boxes out the other day of gems, and I have got more boxes of blue and green than I have anything else.
Really?
And yet I don't have a piece of blue or green jewellery.
Wow. That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to be making yourself some pieces.
So that's exactly what I thought. I need to make myself some blue and green jewellery.
Do you know, if you don't like green gemstones, or you're a bit like me, and I don't know what it is about green gemstones, but I do find that more people will say they don't like green gemstones than any other colour. Come in and get this today, and let this be your first purchase of emerald or a green gemstone, because I guarantee that whatever pieces you make with this emerald, you will get an endless amount of compliments every time you wear this. This has to be one of the best strands of emerald I have ever seen here at Jewellery Maker, and you have such a massive, massive carat weight as well. The thing that worries me is the amount of you that have already checked out. That might sound a bit bonkers. Reason being is because, in fact, there are some of you on the telephone lines that don't know where this is going on price, so thank you for trusting us. But Webbers, you can see the price tag, and I can't. Telephone bidders can't. So many of you have already checked out, and lots of you multi-buying. This, to me, says that we are doing something really, really ridiculous. Now, today, I'm going to be getting this strand, and I'm going to be getting both kits with the 95 sterling silver in here as well. And I will definitely be using these together. In fact, in the kit as well, you've got ruby and spinel. How fabulous would this green emerald look with the spinel and the ruby? One of the most precious gemstones on the planet. And we are bringing you 60 carats of genuine emerald. As far as emerald goes, an emerald that we've had, I've got to say, I think this looks so expensive. Probably one of the most high-end strands of emerald that we've ever had. I was just about to guess the price, and I was going to go with $49.95 as a closing price. So I am way off. £29.95. I have about 50 of you already checked out. I've got about 30 of you with these in baskets, and we are under £50. I don't know how we've done it. Do you know that works out to about 50 pence per carat? 50 pence per carat, and look at the quality. The sparkle, I don't think I've ever seen sparkle quite like it on emeralds before. So high end. I don't really think we should, Toby. I'm going to be honest. I'm doing my best to try and sway him in everything. You've got to. Is that because someone else has done it before? Oh, who was it? He doesn't want to say. Kim. She's in Paris right now. I'm going to get her when she comes back. The only reason we are going lower on price right now is because somebody else has done it before, so we have to. In my eyes, there is no... We're devaluing this strand. £19.95. £19.95. So for all of you that have already checked out on the web, do you know what? We've just put £10 back in your pocket. £10. What are you thinking with this, Gemma? You got any ideas?
I'm thinking I'd like to buy a few, but I like it just as it is. I'm tempted just to put a clasp on, isn't it? I think I'd probably, if I was at home, I'd buy one just to put a clasp on, and one to then incorporate into other things. But I'm definitely going to work it with my sterling silver that I've got left over.
Good. It has to be, doesn't it? I mean, look at
the
quality.
it's got to. You've got to. But again, it would work beautiful with your rose golds and your copper as well. So. Oh, it's just gorgeous, isn't it?
It is. I cannot. Do you know what? And thank you for coming in. Thank you for trusting me. If this is your first purchase of green gemstone or green, you know, or emeralds even, I've got Collector in Greater London that's bought 4 of these. Angela in Sutherland has got 2. For any of you that are multi-buying and really change your mind, if you could give me a heads up before you send it back, just so that I know it is coming back, and then possibly try and get it that way, because I don't think I'm going to get one now. I don't think I've got any hope whatsoever. Do you know, I'm going to count out 20 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 150 plus, I reckon there is on this strand.
Easily.
This is absolutely packed. Absolutely packed. Just look at how much emerald there is here. There are loads of you on the telephone lines right now. Stay where you are. Stay where you are and make sure you're confirming. £29.95 was incredible. I cannot wait to get my hands on that, Kim. Honestly, there was no reason whatsoever to go to £29.95 on this. Never mind £19.95. Do you know what I'm going to have to say now? The more time I'm spending with this, it's the best strand of emerald we've ever had. It's incredible. The lustre is magnificent. It really is. I'm not going to read your names out because there's so many of you there and my screen is jumping all over the place because you're checking out so quickly. Still got 14 baskets. At this moment in time, can we confirm? Okay, so everyone that has one in a basket right now, you will do it, but you need to check out, you need to confirm your purchase. We started with a huge quantity and it looks like this is going to sell out. We had 180 to start with and I'm down to 30. Oh no. Collecting in Greater London's got 5. 5 of these. Eleanor in Barcelona, very regular collector there. Well done, you've just got 2 of these. I would definitely multi-buy because we don't see strands like this every day of emerald. It's the best strand I've ever seen.
In colour, the colour for me, absolutely. It's the nicest, most gorgeous. I've actually thought it was dioxide when you first bought it out. The colour is that intense.
It's that vivid, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So intense. But what I love about this is you've got the depth of colour, but because of the lustre, the polish on this, the faceting as well, it's so sparkly. And generally, when you're getting gemstones that have this much colour, you sacrifice a lot of that sparkle, and you certainly have not here. Molly in Belfast, collect it in Yorkshire. Lana, you're there, collect it in Devon. Linda Michelle, collect it in East Yorkshire. Penelope, collect it in Northumberland. Marilyn, Jenny, Carol, Nyan, Christine, Tracy in Commandershire. You need to be checking out your baskets. These are going to be a sellout. I've got absolutely no hope of getting one of these at 5 o'clock today. There's going to be none left in 5 minutes, never mind at 5 o'clock today. SPUD74 is your code for this one. A massive, massive congratulations. And will you do me a favour as well? Will you send me a picture of the designs that you make with this emerald? Because I would love to see. There's so much emerald here, you could get an entire suite that, and that's still, you know.
So I'm thinking I've got birthdays in May as well. It's May's birthday, isn't it? You can make some lovely jewellery.
It's Wesley's birthday in May. What date, Wes? 11th of May. That's someone else's. That date rings a bell with me.
I've got 3 birthdays.
Ryan
on the
Giggs,
7th.
that'll be it. When's your birthday, Gemma?
April. I'm diamonds.
Oh, I tell you.
Expensive.
Yeah, I have heard. Gemma's is an expensive lady. £19.95. I've got 25 in baskets right now. You've got to be checking out. These will be gone. We will leave that with you. If you've got that in your basket, I can't promise you now. I can't promise that you will get it. It's fastest fingers first right now. I don't want to put that down.
Can you give it to me, please?
I just want to stroke it. Well, I've got to, haven't I? But
yeah, you'll get it back. You know you will.
I'm sure I will. There you go, Gemma. Thank you. Oh, I love it. It's so, I love it. I don't want to stop. I just want it. First part of the kit. Which one should we do first? The chain and the sheet. Okay. I'm just going to give. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to give the silver sheet a little bit of a wipe because I have got so many fingerprints all over this. It's unbelievable. Now, this is... Thanks, Wes. This is the first time I have ever seen a solid 925 sheet. I didn't even know that we had them. I knew that today we were going to have some 925, and I did give you a heads up the last time I was here about the 925 sterling silver wire. Still didn't have any idea about the sheet that we've got coming up now. Do we have a grammage on this, Toby, at all? It is really heavy. Really, really heavy. Now, this is just fab. I mean, look at the lustre here. Silver is the most lustrous of all of your precious metals. So even when you have no gemstones whatsoever and you're just using 925, you get this incredible, incredible lustre. 92.5% solid sterling silver we are looking at here. Very, very durable indeed. You've got your 925 stamp just at the top there. You can just about see it. Solid 925. Now, it's 0.5 millimetre in thickness there. I just can't wait for you to see Gemma's designs. We'll have a look in a little while. We'll keep you waiting a little bit longer. But I would imagine, Gemma, that as far as, I mean, rings, which I know this would be perfect for, this is going to go really a long way, isn't it?
It's gone an incredibly long way. It surprised me how far, I mean, I know I work with copper sheet a lot, and I was surprised how far it goes. But silver sheet, and this is much smaller, and you think, oh, I have to be really careful. Well, I've made loads, you know, loads of jewellery. So,
wow.
It really does go such a long way.
There's so much. Have we got a gram weight on this yet, Toby? Still looking? Is it okay? Just before I say that, is there anything you can pop on my screen that has that information? I just want to check. I mean, I know this is heavy, and it really is. Just want to check. No, it doesn't say on that. Don't worry. Well, do you know what? When you get this home, just when you have a feel of the weight of how much silver you've got here. Now, I know the price tag that we're going down to today. With today's silver prices, I don't know how we're doing this. I'm just going to hazard a guess, and this is a guess. Have we got any scales? I want to say that this is about 20 grams of sterling silver. Then that's just me randomly guessing there. We're still looking for you on our screens, and that's just a sheet. Okay. Toby's saying that we have some information on our computer system that says the average weight for your metal sheet is 27 grams.
I was going to say, I think it's more than 20 grams. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so much silver, isn't it? Can you imagine if you're trying to buy? I mean, the gram weight of silver, you know, if you have a look at today's prices and do your research, 27 grams. As far as gram weights go, you know, sometimes in a ring you could be looking at approximately 2.5 grams, there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So if we were to break it down like that, my goodness me, that's the biggest grammage that I've ever brought to you in any silver piece before. Now, the sheets are brilliant. You might be looking at this thinking, well, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? You'll get some designer inspiration in just a little while from Gemma, but they are so easy to work with, aren't they? Especially with the 95, because you really don't have to do anything, do you?
Super, super easy. I mean, you've seen some inspirations with Laura using the saw with it, and you've seen me do the copper work before, and it is easier than working with copper, much easier. I was just saying to Debbie Bolford, because she said, oh, I haven't used it, I'm not sure. I said, oh, it's just so easy, so easy.
And I love the fact that you just don't really have to do anything to it if you don't want to, do you?
No, you don't. You can literally cut it into strips and, you
wow,
know, that's it.
A huge amount. Average 27 grams you've got there. So you've got your 925 sterling silver sheet. So for pendants, for brooches, earrings, rings, the possibilities are endless. And I have to say, for me personally, I'll be multi-buying again. You know, I know that most of us start out with a budget, and that budget might be, you know, half of it might be for findings, and then you might have some for gemstones as well, maybe some for wire. I think this is going to be one of those where actually you're just going to forget your budget for today that's divided up into all those different pieces, and you're probably just going to come in and get this. This, for me, is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've never, ever seen the sterling silver sheets before. I haven't even heard anybody mention them. You've got to be getting this home. 95 is going to add value to any piece of jewellery. So whether you are making rings or pendants or earrings, whatever gemstones that you're using, this will add value to that piece. You can make it, and this is the great thing about this sheet as well, you can make it as weighty or you can be as sparing as you like with that 925. It's entirely up to you. Now, how many of these did we start with, Toby? Right, can I just say, we started with 49, nearly half of the stock has gone, and there's about 70 of you with these in baskets. We didn't know this would happen. You're going to have to check out as soon as you can. Telephone bidders, if you can, just come through, press your number 1 button, get straight through to the call centre as soon as you can and confirm. Just confirm your purchase, and then you can get this home. 27 grams, average weight here, just in the sheet alone. And you've got 2 925 sterling silver chains here that are ready made, good to go, 16 to 18 inches in length. You've got your bolt ring clasp on here, and you've got your extender chain there as well. If we could do this every day, it would be brilliant. Never ever seen it before. £44.85 is your should be price tag. Now, just throwing it out there again, if you saw any of Gemma's pieces here, which are 925 genuine gemstones, in a gallery or in a silver boutique, the price tag on any one of those pieces would be more than you're looking at on your screen now.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Yeah.
Easily. Shall we? Should we have a little sneak peek? I've dibs them all. I actually dibs them while Gemma and Becky were on air, and I just mouthed to Gemma, And Gemma's there. I can try. £44.85. Well done to Collector in Greater London. That's got 3. Mary in Lanarkshire's got 2. Well done to you. Narcine in Yorkshire, you've got 2. Well done. Multi-buyers, and I absolutely would. £36.95. £36.95 for the gram weight that you have here. 27 grams out. Oh, my days. Oh, Gemma, I'll buy them all off you today. All of them.
I'll buy some more silver.
See, the thing is, for me, I just don't have, this is why I'm not a guest designer, I don't have the inspiration. And also don't have the time to do, but if I could make something like that, wow.
But these were all, what I'm saying, how easy and quick they are. These were all done in a day.
No.
Yeah, honestly, all done in a day. I can't believe how easy it is to work with and why I've been so dubious to do it in the past.
Wow. Do you know, isn't that incredible? And Wes has just said they don't look handmade because they're too perfect. They are too perfect. Unbelievable. You know, sometimes when you get, sometimes you get lost for words, believe it or not. I'm quite stuck. I'm quite lost for words. They're just incredible, Gemma.
I've enjoyed it.
I think Wes is coming in on this as well. He wants them all as well. Wes is like, yeah, I'll have all of those as well. It's fun. Yeah, you see. Who wouldn't? Wes just said my girlfriend would love this jewellery. Who wouldn't love this jewellery? And this is the great thing about 925 as well. It's just so wearable. I love 925. Always been a sterling silver girl, me. Mm-hmm. Love all of those pieces. You could recreate some of those. Should we do part 2 of the kit? So, pretty much sold out there. If you've got that in your basket, I can't promise you. There's so many of you there. Good 30 of you also with those in baskets. Okay, so part 2 of the kit. You're going to need this as well. How many times have you seen sterling silver wire? I can probably count on one hand in the last year the amount of times I've bought you solid sterling silver wire. This kit has 4 gauges of 925 sterling silver wire. How many of these do we have? Okay, few more, 68, still not enough. So you have your 925. Look how much I've got. I've never ever had this much 925 sterling silver wire before. This is fantastic. You have your 0.6, your 0.8, your 1mm and your 0.4. So 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1. This has to be like wire worker's heaven, doesn't it? So this much solid sterling silver wire?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I've never had that much solid silver wire right there before, so I really, went mad with it.
And I love what we've got here. Now, there's 1 metre of the 0.6, 1 metre of the 0.8, 1 metre of the 1 metre of the 1mm, and 5 metres of the 0.4 there. So you have all of the perfect gauges here for your, your rings, your wire rings to wrap your gemstones with, your weaving with them as well, your findings. You can make your sterling silver findings with these. Already, there's absolutely tons of you. Absolutely tons of you there already. But this isn't everything that you're getting in this. I mean, do you know what? We've just started the show with the best strand of emerald that I've ever seen. A strand of pearls that went down to $6.95. And this 925. Oh, I'm in heaven. I'm in absolute heaven. Spinel and ruby as well. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. It's really exciting for you at home. Not so for us, because none of us are going to get a look in at all. You have a huge carat weight here. 145 carats of your black spinel graduated pear, 7 by 6 to 15 by 9mm in size, and 40 carats of ruby. Pop the emerald in there as well. My goodness me. The whole kit that you've got today, the sheet and the chains and all this sterling silver wire, your emerald, your ruby, your spinel. Do you know what? We're just going to have to do this because so many of you are going to miss out. So many of you are going to miss out. I'm really, really sorry. I wish we could do this all the time. £56.70 is where we should be. we're going to take it down to £41.95. I'm really, really sorry. There's so many of you there. Phone lines, Webbers as well. Confirm as soon as you can. If you check out now, you will just about do it. Just about do it. Oh, I wish you the very best of luck. The very, very best of luck at £41.95 for all of this 925 sterling silver wire. I've got to say, and I'm sure that Gemma will agree with me, this kit, the two kits that we've just had, the best kits I've ever seen.
Yeah, and value in terms of, you know, the precious metal you'll get. So
Yeah.
I've got a cough and I'm chewing the pasta
Absolutely
already
fine.
for you to come over. Yeah, the value is amazing. So is that about £75-ish for both together?
Yeah, what prices did we go down to for the sheet? 36.95 and 41. Yeah, so we're looking at approximately £77 there.
Okay.
The value is incredible. It really is. And as I said before, if any one of Gemma's pieces in a gallery, in a silver boutique,
I think you're talking that for one necklace, really.
oh, easily.
So
easily.
The value is phenomenal.
I'm so upset that I can't get this. Okay, they're gonna go. We do have some emeralds left. We do have a few of those left. So we're going to put those graphicals back on your screen. I would definitely be getting those emeralds in addition to these kits because, if ever a kit could be mouth-watering, this would be it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going over. I'm going over to try on all these pieces. I'm so excited. So excited. Love, love, love. All of these pieces. And look how much you've made as well, Gemma.
Loads and loads.
Did you use everything?
I have my little bag of gems left.
Okay.
My little bag of silver that I would keep to
Some
weigh in.
yeah.
There's a few jump rings in there I could use. So yeah, I have a little bit left.
Oh, do you know what? I don't actually know where to start. I just don't know where to start.
I've used a liver of sulphur on it as well. To darken it, and then lifted the silver back, you know, the polish back out with sanding blocks as well. So you can see that sort of aged look in some of them.
Oh, I actually don't know where to start. I don't know which piece to look at first because they are all just incredible. And I think this is the thing when you've got, you know, the luxuriousness of 925. And this is your rosary links here, Gemma, as well.
Yeah.
They're all 925, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all done with the wire that are in the kit.
I mean, and again, you know, we have to talk about pricing here. It's, you know, something that we do because we have to research prices elsewhere. And of course, when we're selling 925, we do our research to make sure that we're bringing you great value. This piece here, I mean, the time that's gone into this, I know you said you did it all in a day, but, you know, think about making all those rosary links, finishing that piece up professionally, the amount of silver that's in this piece.
Yeah, there's a lot of silver in there.
My goodness me. Wes has just said, that wire there, it looks like it's welded on.
Yeah, it isn't though. It's just I've cut some notches into the side of the metal so that there's no room for it to slip around, and then wrapped the wire in, done a few sort of twisted loops so that you've got that sort of rosy, or sea, it's like the ocean, isn't it?
It's just beautiful.
I have used the blowtorch. I've used the blowtorch a couple of times just to ball up the ends of the silver, which is really simple, and I'll show you that another time, not today, but another time.
Look, honestly, I mean, then on camera too, just feel free to look at it all because I actually don't know where to go. Like, seriously, I just don't know. Oh, that fits like a dream.
It doesn't fit me, that one. It doesn't fit me, so, you know.
Oh, I love this. So with this one as well, I better show you, I suppose. Being greedy. How have you done, so there's no welding there, is there?
No welding. I haven't used any welding. It's all cold fix, every single bit of it.
So you don't need any kind of extra tools or, you know?
No, what I've used, the tools I've used is a dapping block to get my curves in some of them. I've used a disc cutter. That you can do, you know, and some of those designs would be quite difficult without a disc cutter. You could use a saw. But with the ones I'm going to show you today, the ring I'm going to show you today, that's just shears, using your shears. Yeah.
True. Was that you, Wes? Wes just actually said, get it off. Get it off. Look at this design as well. So have you used the liver of sulphur on this one, yeah?
Yeah, it completely changes the look.
I love this look though.
Yeah, I like that look too. I like it when it's a bit more aged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this is just spectacular. And I love the rubies in here as well. How long did this piece... Do you know what, I don't even want to ask you anymore. The last couple of times I've worked with guest designers, who did we have last time we were on? And I always think, like, I would look at this and think you spent a couple of days, and then the guest designers are like, a couple of hours.
Yeah, well, when I say a day, my day would probably start around 8 o'clock,
Okay.
8:30.
A very long day.
And I'd probably finish about 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's my day. So, you know, 2 days for most people, I suppose.
Yeah.
But you just get really carried away and stuck in. So, you know, that one came about because I had wire left. I'd made all this jewellery and I had wire left. And I thought, okay, I can do some weaving here, use a little gemstone.
Mind blowing. They're just all incredible. And I want to show you this ring as well. Excuse me. Just because I love this design. It's so contemporary.
Yeah, I think this one, if you use clay or resin, I think
Yeah.
this sort of design would work really well because you'd sandwich your clay or resin in between the two pieces of silver.
That's a great idea.
But what's great is what you punch out for the finger is then made the earrings, and then what you punch out for one of the other necklaces you then make the pendant with. So you know, you don't waste anything.
Well, you can't, can you? And you just wouldn't want to waste anything. No. Use it all. And as you said, you've got your little bag of...
A little bag of scraps. There's probably about 2 grams of silver in there that I would keep and weigh in.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, some little bits.
Oh, Gemma. I just love them all. They're just so fab. Love, love, love these. The kits have now sold out. Both of those have gone. We knew they would. Emerald is still available though. If you just got the emerald there, I could borrow it for a second. Oh my gosh. It's the best I've ever seen, I have to say. The colour, normally, and I know, and hands up, you know, I'm an emerald lover. Zambian emerald for me is a bit lighter in colour. It isn't so deep in colour, but you typically get this with Brazilian emerald. But because of the faceting on this, there's so much sparkle, more sparkle than I've ever seen before in any emerald. There's approximately 30 of these. I still have a chance. I still have a chance. Brilliant. Do get checking out as soon as you can. SPUD 74.
So I was going to say, I make something really ugly with it so that there's still some left so we can buy it.
I would still love it. I would still love it. Okay, so what are you going to show us then, Gemma?
Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that ring that you've got on your finger. Because if I make another one, nobody will know that one's gone.
No, I wasn't listening. Well, she said, she just told us you're not listening. No. I'm just so taken aback by all the jewellery.
You'll have to bear with me because I have got a cough and a cold. And I have had a bit of a nightmare week, so I haven't been out of the house, which means I haven't had my nails done, and so they're not very good.
Do you think anybody cares? When you've made this jewellery, we don't care.
Not.
We don't care.
Yeah, I had a waterfall in my dining room, so I had no room.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so where to start then? You've got your square. I've cut a few pieces off of here, so there's a few bits missing. So there's my strips that I've got taken off. So, you know, do some planning because you don't want to waste any. So it is best to plan.
Yeah.
But remember, when you punch something out, like if you punch a circle, you've got what's left around it. So if you do it right to the edge, you're just going to have this little bit that's probably not usable. But if you do it in sort of in this area, then you've got the outside, which can then be a pendant frame or something to, you know, dangle your other bits in. So really have a good think about it before you start cutting into it. And I know Laura Binding, she practices sometimes her pieces on copper before she starts.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you that this is, I've been using copper for a long time, and this silver is so much easier to use.
Yeah, it's really
the
malleable,
finishing
isn't it?
is easier, the cutting is everything. It's just so much easier. And it's just lovely, really is lovely. Right, so what I've done is I've cut a straight strip with my shears, and I'll cut some in a minute to show you how easy that is.
Okay.
I've cut 8mm width across, and if you can see on this end, I've measured halfway, so I've measured 4mm in and cut a slit, and that slit is about 1 centimetre down. Now we might have to grow that depending on the size of our ring.
Okay.
Whatever size you want, we might have to make that a little bit bigger. But let's go for 1 centimetre to start with. And then I filed the edges, so I'll just show you how to do that.
Okay.
So, and I've also filed around this side, that's why it looks a little bit rough on this one side at the moment, but we'll come back to it. So I'll go in, I'll mark the middle. I'm not using a ruler at the moment, I'm just gonna do that by eye. Mark the centre with a pencil or a pen. Pen's fine because it will rub off anyway. And then take your snips and or your saw if you're using a saw, and just snip down about 1 centimetre. Okay, you've got half and half. And then what I've done is nipped the corners off of each side just to save me a bit of time filing. So just literally nipping those corners off so that I've got not a square shape but a more rounded edge to work with. Okay, and then all these bits of silver, you know, I know they're minute, but they are worth saving because they do all add up. In the end, you will end up with quite, you know, quite some substantial cash-ins when you go and weigh it in. Right, so now I'm going to take a file, and I'm just taking a flat file, quite a fine one, so the needle file set's great. And I'm just going to file around the edges just to round them off. So we just file around, and when you first start filing, it doesn't really matter if you go backwards and forwards like that, but when you come into the last sort of finish of the filing, if you just try and take it in one direction, you'll get a much smoother, smoother edge. So take those rough edges off and just take the...
Is that file one of the files just from the
yeah,
the toolkits, the large toolkits we've got?
no, these are a pack of needle files that we that we stock. And we generally have got them in stock, and I think if you've got, you know, kits before with silver clay, you may have one in there. But you can, this is so soft, this metal, you can actually use a good emery board.
Really?
Yeah, and I use emery boards a lot for my finishing, because it easily tells you how to come down the grades, because they're usually numbered 4 to 0.
It's always handy.
So they're quite good. I'll show you, I use one in a minute. So there we go, I've rounded that edge off, that's quite rounded. Yeah. And I've rounded this one off, they're a bit different, I wasn't careful enough, but it doesn't matter, it will all add to it. So we're just taking those edges, and then this edge here, this is going to be on the finger and it's going to be sliding on and off, so, and it is a cut edge, so we want to just taper that in a little bit. Yeah. So what I would do is if we're holding the piece flat like so, rub across in one direction going downwards, that's just going to bevel that edge slightly, just to taper it in. We don't want to point because we don't want it sharp, so be careful not to do that too much. We're just taking that edge off, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Turn it over. If you've got a Dremel and you've got your polishing kit, then that's perfect, and it speeds this process right up for you.
I think the Dremel is available on the website, isn't it? Have we got the code for that? Can we put the graphics on screen maybe? Because the Dremel's really handy tool as well, isn't it? And you can weld with that as well, can't you?
And it's probably why it took me a day, to be honest. Yeah. Because the finishing, it's the design bit and the cutting and putting it together doesn't take long, but it's the finishing. So if you've got a Dremel, it'll take you a lot less time. Okay, so then I have got one of these. You can use the sanding blocks if you want, but I've got one of these. File blocks with all the ones on, so I've got one is shaped, that's the heaviest gauge, and you just rub along the edge like so, and then come down into the smooth, rub along the edge, and work down. I mean, you spend a bit more time than I'm doing, but you'll see that that is coming together quite nicely, and already it's polishing up. It really is a soft metal, so it works quite quickly, this bit. Okay. So then, now, what I've done is I've left the band a smooth silver, so I'll polish that right up. But the edges, I've put a bit of texture on. So I use my block and one of my little hammers. This is from the small little hammer pack. You can use your big hammer if you want. I just find that this is a bit more precise on smaller areas. I'm just going to give that a little bit of texture on these, which are going to be the prongs. Okay. Just in case you haven't worked that out yet. Okay, there we go. Remember, the hammering is going to work harden it a little bit, so they will be a bit tougher after you've hammered. So don't hammer around the base. Okay. Just these prongs. Okay, once you've hammered, you may find you've got a few little sharp edges appear where it compresses the metal. You might get some sharp edges. So you would want to then just go back over that and give it a bit of a file just to make sure those sharp edges are all tidied away. Right, so now we're going to shape it. So we're going to get our ring mandrel and pop it on your ring mandrel to the size that you want. I'm going to go for about an N, that's a pretty standard size.
Okay.
And we're going to go round, all the way around. And what you're going to do is take one side all the way around, like so, and then pull it back, just pull it out slightly, take the other side all the way around. That's going to get the curve all the way around rather than having a straight bit. Okay, so then if we sort of look on the mandrel and see where those 2 points would meet, so I can see they're going to meet just sort of below where my cut marks are. So I'm going to take some flat nose pliers and just come in and hold across, so you've got your straight line going across your ring shank there, and we're just going to bend those upwards. Okay?
Yeah.
The same on the other side. Come in, hold across, make sure it's nice and flush, and make sure these are the same size as well, that's important. So come there and hold across and then bend them. Just check. Yeah, bend them upwards. Okay. I have gone a little bit off with size there, but so if you do that, just let's flatten it back out. So grip it again with your flat pliers. It's really forgiving. Go back in and bend again, so that you take that down a little bit. There you go. They're both the same size now. Pop it back into your mandrel and really pull it round and check that that's all nice and together. Okay, so there we go. So then we're going to take some wire and we're going to wrap those two together. So I used the size I've got, this one, and I think it's a 0.6 to do this bit, because it's nice and strong, but it's also fine enough to wrap tightly.
Yeah, I love the fact that you've got all those gauges. It's brilliant.
Now, you'll always have this little raggedy bit on the end where it's been coiled up and wrapped on it to itself. But for this, because you need a tail when you're wrapping, don't cut it off. Use that as your tail, and then you're not wasting any. Because it's silver, you do want to be really mindful of any waste that you can avoid. So I'll keep that on there and use that to hold on to, and then I'm going to wrap really nice and tightly, just a couple of times. So I think I've got 2. Let's go for 3 times.
Okay.
Wrap them really tightly around that base. Okay, give it a good waggle. Make sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to take that off, and then just going to tuck those down and in between, just for a minute. We'll tuck them in underneath the gemstone in a minute. Okay, but for now that's nice and secure. So now we're going to pop our gemstone in. So what we're going to do is separate these out. Let's get that out of the way. So we just take our pliers in. Be a little bit careful because we don't want to mark them too much. Tell you what, it might be easier. Might be easier to hold it onto your mandrel. You might find that easier.
If you do need a ring mandrel, by the way, I think they are available on the website. They usually are there pretty much all the time. The code for the ring mandrel is DODI52 if you want the ring mandrel. And also the Dremel is on there as well. So if you're thinking of using the Dremel with this, go and have a look on the web.
Dremel's great. And it, you know, if you're doing this sort of thing, just for finishing and polishing, if you use it for nothing else, you're gonna get your money back then in terms of your time straight away. Okay, so what I'm doing is forcing these to spread apart. I want to create a nice flat base for my gemstone to sit onto. But I also need these prongs to sort of be angled outwards slightly. So I'm going to put my flat nose pliers on, down onto one of the prongs. You see that there, and I'm just going to twist it, not too harshly, but just twist it gently outwards so that when I flatten it out, it's going to be at a slight angle. I do that with all of them. Okay, so just twisting it so it's at a slight angle. And this is where, this one's not cut down quite as far as that one, so this is where you might need to go back in with your snips and just snip down a little bit further. Be careful not to catch your wire like I nearly did just then. Okay. And then we'll flatten that out. Okay. And this one, flatten out. don't worry if this doesn't look too pretty at the moment, because these are upside down. They're going to come back round. Okay, so we'll spread those out, make it a nice flat bed for the gemstone to sit onto. And then I've chosen one of my gems. This is really nice, much more elongated. And then, so we're going to think, okay, that's sort of where it'll sit. So what I do is take a pen or a pencil, if I can do this without getting myself in the way, and just put a little mark on each of the prongs, sort of roughly where that gemstone sits.
Okay.
We'll do that on the other side as well. A bit of blue tack is usually helpful for this as well.
It's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of blue tack. I find if I'm, you know, measuring things down and drawing designs, I'll use a bit of blue tack on my gemstones just to keep them in place. Okay, so I've marked out roughly where I need my bends to be. And then you can take round nose pliers or baling pliers if you've got them, and we're going to grab onto the prongs, and where we've made that mark, we just bend them up. Okay. This one. And this one. All right. So we've got sort of what's looking a bit like a prong set now. Starting to get there, isn't it? This one seems to be a bit off skew, so we might go back in and change the angle.
I can't believe how quickly you're doing it. Because it hasn't taken you long at all.
No.
I know obviously at home you'd spend a little bit longer on your designs, but it just isn't. You make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it is, and it honestly is. It's not intimidating. I mean, I think we all get a bit intimidated by the materials, but, you know, don't be. It really is. It's simple. Okay, so it's going to be really difficult for me to curl the edges of these teeth once they're onto the gemstone, because obviously you can't bash them onto your gemstone. So what I tend to do is take the tip of the claw and then just roll that, bend that slightly in, so that when I do push it flat onto the gemstone, it's just going to curve over it.
Yeah.
Okay. So just the very tip. Take those and just curve them over. Curve it over. Last one. And then we'll put that gemstone in place. Okay, so they're sort of all curved.
Yeah.
Then we pop our gemstone in. Try and remember which way up I had it to begin with. Probably them all that way.
Okay.
Hold it in place, and then what we've got to try and do is we've got to try and squeeze these evenly.
Okay.
If I squeeze this one over, it's going to push my gem.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and go for the opposites and squeeze them evenly. So if I squeeze those two, then those two, then those two. And if they pop out, don't worry, because it's easier to get it like this and open it out slightly and push the gem back in. So if I put it in, give it a twist and a push in, then it might be sometimes easier to do it and force it open than to, she says. There we go.
Okay.
Excuse me. I think I've got that upside down, haven't I? No, maybe not. Okay, so we can see where we need to go. We need to flatten it out a bit more. So we can take that back out.
You're right, have you got a drink?
No, I've run out.
Pete!
Thanks,
Peanut
Pete.
juice! Peanut juice! Oh, here he is. Look, he's never too far. Pete, could Jem have some water?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks,
Or gin?
Pete. Or gin,
Shall
yeah.
I see?
Okay, so all I'm doing is just adjusting these, and you might have to do this a few times. Take your gemstone back out and just adjust it. And remember that the silver is really forgiving, and if you have got a blowtorch and you are confident using it, then when you've worked this a few times now, it starts getting a lot stiffer, a lot harder to work with. Although it's not hard to work with, but it's less forgiving. It gets more brittle as you work with it. So if you find you've worked with it a lot and you've got a torch that you're happy to use, then just heat it back up, plunge it in some water, and then that's annealed again, ready for you. And it softens it all again. So you might find that right. So there's my claw again. Let's see if I can slot this one in. This one out. case of just, there you go. Right, so that is actually really held nicely now.
Yeah.
But obviously we want to just move those round so they're cupping more the bottom. Pinch these so they're cupping more the top.
Would
so
you
that's
always just do that with your hands as well? Just to protect the gemstone, I guess, more than anything.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can get your pliers in. Just be careful, you know. So that one might need pinching in. I'm probably not going to be able to do that with my hand.
Yeah.
So if I pinch that one in there, that one in there, a little bit more. You just be a bit careful.
Yeah.
But there's basically your claw set with one piece of sterling silver. I think I would possibly try and move these prongs a little bit further up because I feel that might be a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah.
Actually, it's quite good. And there's no harm in popping a bit of glue in there as well if you want.
Okay.
Okay, so that's there. So I would then take these, because I wanted to tidy these wires up. So what you'll find is you'll have a little bit of a space underneath your gemstone, sort of in beneath in your prongs there. So I would tuck, if I could get those tucked in there, that's where I'd hide them, because then you know they're not going to come into contact with the skin. So pull them nice and tight, and then you make a sort of loop or hook with that wire.
Okay.
And you can just sort of roll it in underneath the gemstone, and then just take some time to push it into place, and gradually get it tucked away in there. That'll be nice and hidden. Do the same with the other side, and then I'm having a bit of trouble with that springing, so I'm probably going to pull those in a bit more as well. So just moving those teeth up a bit. That's better. Okay, so now we want to work hard in the band a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just pop that onto there, and if you don't want to mark it, you want to keep that nice smooth band, then you would use like a rubber mallet or something like that. Or the other way you can do it is, if you've got a piece of wood, you don't need a special tool, but I've got this tool that sort of you pop your hammers in and create curves in your sheet. And I find that this is a good way of work hardening a ring, because you're just putting pressure on, you're rocking it backwards and forwards, rolling it in your ring mandrel, and that, believe it or not, that action there is actually hardening the ring band. So you can keep going like that, keep rolling it in, and that will harden that band without marking it. And then if it does need polishing up after, you just go in and polish it up.
That's brilliant.
There's your ring, your prong set. And
Wow.
You can do that with cabochons, for larger pieces, anything you want. It's the same principles all the time.
That's fab. You know, all those the cabochons you've got at home, or you know, all those gemstones. I mean, the amount of times that I've said, you know, I would take this to a jeweller's and get this set into solid sterling silver, or that's the answer to all of those gemstones. You know, all of those gemstones that you've got like that, and thinking, oh yeah, I want something really special. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just incredible. Love that design. And you know, it's really not taking you long, and it's not that difficult, is it?
It really isn't. I mean, I think that is probably the most technical piece.
Really?
I mean, you've got the wire weaving, which you may find technical, but actually in terms of technique and fiddliness, then that is probably the most complicated technique in there.
Wow.
The rest of it's just cutting and hammering, really.
They're brilliant. They're just exquisite, exquisite pieces. I'm sure you'll all agree with me. Well done if you did get that kit, by the way. Sold out, I'm afraid. So both of them sold out very, very quickly. We have a clearance hour coming up for you next. Some bonkers deals. 3 o'clock. What time are we on now? So it's 2 o'clock. Yeah. 3 o'clock, we've got another spectacular kit for you, and then another hour of clearance as well. So now's the time to go and get yourself a fresh cuppa. Make sure you're coming back, because I will be back with some clearance pieces in just a few minutes. Well done.
Amethyst is an incredibly popular gemstone. It's one of the rare gemstones that everybody can instantly recognise. This is owing to its beautiful purple hues, and it can be seen in light purple through to a really, really dark, rich purple too. Amethyst is called several things. You get lavender amethyst for your light purple, and rose de France for your more pinker tones. It is thought that the colouring element within amethyst itself is derived from titanium, but this is still not something that has been scientifically proven. Amethyst is perfect for the use in jewellery. Being 7 Mohs on the hardness scale, it means it's incredibly durable. Amethyst also shows tiger-like inclusions, like tiger stripes, and these are identifying the inclusions within the gemstone itself.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
From the islands of French Polynesia, we bring you a pearl cultivated in the South Pacific Ocean. These pearls are expertly cared for by our skilled specialists all year round. Tahitian pearls on average take 2 years to form. They show a deep, lustrous quality, and the colour can vary to include overtones of green, pinks and blues. Pearls from this region are some of the best the South Pacific can offer. Don't miss our Tahitian pearl collection.
Coral is another organic gem material. This particular gem material derives its nature from sea anemones or coral-like branches that grow within the ocean. The coral we use at JM is all ethically sourced, which means it is dead and not living before we turn it into jewellery. It's not farmed coral, so it's not taken from the sea alive. Coral has a wavy-like structure, which can often be referred to as a wood-grain structure too. It is seen in many colours, but the natural colours are your more pink to red tones. Due to its nature, coral can also be dyed. And so we see it in many different colours, including whites, oranges, and even goldens and greens.
Join our guest designer Sarah Elvin for some fantastic braiding techniques in her new DVD, Braiding Edition 1. This DVD includes the basic elements for your braiding: a spiral half hitch, a fishtail braid, a half hitch round, a half hitch braid, and finally Charlotte's Web. Watch this DVD and create some fabulous jewellery with ease. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Mookaite is another member of the Chalcedony family. It displays beautiful earthy tones which are reminiscent of the area in which it's found, Mooka Creek in Australia. It is in fact a sedimentary rock, made up of tiny creatures that have been fossilised and cemented together by silica. It gives this gemstone a really interesting property.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. The entire break was spent discussing which were our favourite pieces of Gemma's jewellery from the silver kits there. It's really difficult to pick a favourite. They're just all lush. It's probably one of my favourite kits ever that we've had because I love solid sterling silver. It's just incredible pieces. And we have another kit coming up for you in the next hour, 3 o'clock. Another fabulous kit. Lots of chain. Lots of different chains. It sounded like money. It sounded like a pair of tweezers to me. Like a bank noise. What's a bank noise? You know, like when you hear sound effects of banks? No, but I have no idea what planet Ben's on today, but it's not this one. Clearance for you this hour. I've got so many fabulous, fabulous bundles coming up for you, going to really, really low prices as well. Where should we start? Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Okay, green crackled quartz. If you had fun in the last clearance, you're going to love this weekend. Oh, look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4 strands of your green crackled quartz. You've got here 4 strands in total. They are beautiful. Now the great thing is, do you remember the clearance that we had a couple of weeks ago? Quantities were quite low, weren't they? Got to say, there wasn't many where we had huge quantities. This, we've got a fantastic quantity. Quadruple trouble. Your marquise shaped crackled quartz, beautiful emerald green hues. The shape and the colour, these would be perfect for your leaves, wouldn't they? You know, in maybe headpieces, if you're making any hair combs or tiaras as well. These would look beautiful, and you've got so much there. 200 carats in total. I'm going to count out one of the strands for you, so we can see how many we've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31 approximately you've got there. Approximately 120-ish gemstones in total. That's a lot of gemstone that you've got there. Clearance is great for topping up your stash. We've got lots of new things coming in next month, and we need to make way. We need to make way. We need to make some room is what we need to do. 12 by 6 millimetres in size. Emerald green hues you've got here. So many of you there. Not for one strand, this price tag. For all of them. £31.80 is where we should be. How much money are we going to save you in this auction? A lot. 0800 644 655 LWGC 21 £7.95. That's not even £2 per strand. Not even £2 per strand for genuine gemstones there. 0800 644 655 in the clearance. In fact, just throughout all today, it's been really, really busy this morning already. Just make sure you're checking out straight away. If you really want something, don't hang around, because you do risk missing out if you do that. LWGC 21. Amanda in Hampshire, well done, collect it in Yorkshire, you've got 2. Well done, collect it in Bedfordshire, you've got 2. Do you know, if you want to multi-buy, even in a clearance, you can get as many as you like, and also you still get your money back guarantee. I bought a dress in the sale the other day, trying it on when I got home, didn't like it, took it back. Couldn't get my money back, could I? Exchange or credit note only. Oh, drives me mad, that does. I don't get that. Can anybody explain that to me? I just don't get it. I've still spent my money. Why can I not have it back? So I've got credit note. £7.95. Well done. You've still got your 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not 110% satisfied, when you get these home, just send them back. We will give you your money back. Well done. Audrey, well done to you. Collect it in Merseyside, collect it in Surrey. Doreen, well done. Anwin. Christine, collect it in Gloucestershire. Eleanor, Sarah, well done. Isabel, well done to the call centre as well today. We've only been here for an hour, and it's been absolutely crazy bonkers. LWGC 21 is your code for this one. Text us in today, by the way. I'm just wondering if any of you at home are the 1 in 45 million person that might win £58 million tonight. What are you going to spend it on? It's going to be me, isn't it?
It's me.
It's going to be you. It's going to be me.
I bought 6 by accident, 6 straws by accident.
6 straws?
Yeah.
So 6 for tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By accident.
Or was it by accident?
But I couldn't put them back, could I?
No, you can't. You can't do that.
I actually have.
It was on the news this morning that more people are buying tickets today than ever before because it's 58 million. But they were also saying, why are people buying all these tickets today? Is 10 million not enough? You know, when it's like 10 million before? 58 million.
It's because you can win with 5 numbers of the bonus.
It's got to be one tonight. It's got to be one. What would you spend it on? 60777, start message with the word Jam Studio. Oh, gemstones! Imagine the amount of gemstones you could have. I would have a genuine Zambian emerald carving of some kind. Just, you know, in my bedroom. A huge, thousands of carats. Yeah. Yeah. No. Not a self-portrait, Toby. No, what would you buy though? What would be the first thing that you would do?
I would go on holiday.
Once you've gathered yourself?
I'd go on holiday so I could think about it, because I'd like hire an island and take the whole family.
Oh, can you imagine? You could buy the island, hire the jet, the private jet to take you there.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, none of this hanging around in the departure lounge. Straight onto your jet. Off you go. What would you spend it on, Kerry? Oh, silly question. Do you know, as soon as I said it, I thought, what am I asking? Holidays, of course. We wouldn't see Kerry for dust. Okay. Orange crackle quartz for you. This will go beautifully with, do you know, this looks like sunstone. And yes, I did. It caught my eye when I came in earlier on. I thought this was sunstone. It was over there on the table, and I did, looking at the colour of this, think it was sunstone. Budding beader jewellery. Our lovely budding beader Sandra is in today, and she's made these gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. Hearts and stars, very, very popular at the moment on any craft stall, in any shop, in fact, in clothing, in your accessories. They tend to be really, really popular everywhere, and especially in your jewellery. Just having these as charms, maybe bag charms, they could be mobile phone charms as well. And guest designer Angela Edwards told us that in 2015, the most popular purchase on her craft stall at craft fairs were charms. These are perfect. 3 strands you've got there, 130 carats of your orange crackled quartz you've got there, 10 millimetres in size. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, approximately 40 gemstones. That's the gem I was thinking about winning, 58 million tonight. Oh! I don't think you'd ever be able to get your head around it, would you? It's such a huge amount of money. £58 million. You could live off. What would the interest be on 58 million? Wouldn't it be? Oh, why am I attempting it? I'm rubbish at maths. UCGC90 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655 should be £23.85. Going down. Even lower for all 3 strands for you. It's clearance, £7.95. You have that sunstone hue with these gemstones. They will look great with moonstone, won't they? They'd look fantastic. Your fire opal as well. You've really got those fire opal hues there. Exotic sunsets, definitely. Gorgeous. With some black gemstones, the black spinel that we had earlier on, any of your black agate, the green crackled quartz that we have, and again, any colour crackled quartz that you've got in your stash. These would look fantastic with. Now, Sandra did have all 3 strands. I'm guessing that she would have had some left over. I love what Sandra's done with the wire here across the hearts. Really, really pretty. 1, 2, 3, 190 carats in total. Lots and lots of you. That was me doing maths out loud. Well done, Patricia. Well done, Christine. Susan in Merseyside. Susan in Gwent, you've got yours. Lots and lots of you with these in baskets. I would be checking out as soon as you possibly can. I love the chain on here as well. Really, really pretty design. £7.95. That works out to approximately £2 something each. £2.30 each, is that right? No? Is it? Yeah. Come on, Ollie. Christine, well done to you. Susan, you've got yours. Linda, Margaret, well done to you. Cassandra, you're there as well. Well done, Ulia. You've just joined me. Collect it in Bedfordshire, collect it in Lancashire. There's tons and tons of you. Well done. Okay. Oh, the powder paint we've got here. Let's do the orange one because we've just had the orange gemstone for you. In your clearance, you've got your zesty orange. Do you get all of these? Wow. You have 3, 6, 7, 8 pots. You can mix these with water and you can use them as paints, and you can add powder to your other media as well to add lustre to designs as well. Mystic. Now I'm just going to take the lid off here. Have you used these before, Gemma?
Yeah, micas, yeah.
Look at the colour.
Yeah, they're lovely. You can pop them in with, you can paint with them, you can put them in with your clays.
Aren't they beautiful? And they really does, especially this, you can see the lustre that you would have in there as well. It gives you a really silky finish, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're smashing.
They're gorgeous. And you've got 8 of them here. I would imagine that one would go quite a way. 8 of them, that's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot, yeah. But if you're somebody that does workshops or makes up kits and bundles for people, then they're ideal to have that many, you know, because you
definitely
can really share them out.
They're beautiful. In fact, I'll just wipe my hands first. Put the yellow one next to it so you can see how well these will work. Oh, that colour! It's like diamond dust you've got in there. They're so sparkly. They really are. 0800 644 655. Yellow one's coming up for you afterwards. DQ GC 59. 8 of them. 8 of them. £10 and 72. Hang on, aren't these normally £2.95 each? That's not even your should be price tag. 10.72. £2.95 each these would normally be. So we'd be looking at approximately £24, there or thereabouts. Is where we should be, but we're not. Not today. 8 of them. Should we take them to less than £1 each? Oh, let's do it. Let's imagine how many of these you could buy if you won £56 million. £7.95. Incredible. Julie in West Sussex, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Collector in Yorkshire, Susan, well done, Michelle, for real, you're there in Leicestershire as well, congratulations. These will go on and on and on. They look great in your clays as well, don't they, to give you that. I've seen guest designer Debbie Bilford, who is in the workshop today actually, use these on polymer clay before. Just gives it the most beautiful sheen, doesn't it?
Or picks up a texture.
Yeah.
You can highlight like textures like a dry brush with them. Yeah,
they're fantastic and such incredible value there as well. Do make sure you check it out straight away today on the web. Things are selling out very 59 It's been a really busy morning and we know it's going to be a very busy afternoon because it has been already and we've not been here long at all. DQGC59 is your code for those. I'll bring you the yellow ones as well. Wouldn't these be great as well in all of your summer pieces? You know, as a crafter you're probably planning ahead now and looking at spring and summer designs as well. And these are the perfect colours. So again, you've got 8 of these. Your mica yellow powder you've got here. We're going lower on these than we did on the orange ones. We are nuts, Ollie. 0800 644 655 ZYGC 71 £6.95. Again, way under £1 each for you here. Incredible value. Doesn't matter how many pieces you buy from us in any one day, you will only ever pay 1 postage and packaging. £2.95, that is standard here in the UK. I would definitely be taking advantage of that P&P, especially with the clearance deals we've got. Even out of the clearance hours, we've gone a bit bonkers today. ZYGC 71, collected in West Midlands. Denise in County Durham. June in Essex. Jen in Dorset, you're there as well. Janet in County Durham as well. County Durham party today. Pat, for all copy, yeah? It's the only word I can do with that accent. For real in Leicestershire, well done to you, collected in the West Midlands. Do make sure you're checking out your baskets there. We're going to be covered in glitter. Glitter. Okay. Let's, whoops, have a look at, wow. Look at these. 3 strands. These are gorgeous colours. Baby pinks and baby blues you've got in your multicoloured crackle quartz. Great thing about multicoloured strands is the versatility of them. You know, how many other gemstones they're going to go with, different coloured wire that they're going to work with. These look fabulous. If you've got any of the multicoloured elastic as well, any of your multicoloured elastic or your multicoloured thread as well, just using, again, these as charms. They're really sizable. 18mm in size. You can wire wrap one of these into a ring if you wanted. Really fun design. 3 times 330 carats, that is 990 carats. Wow. Huge carat weight. Don't you think you've got a real morganite hue here? Look at this colour, it looks like morganite. Soft, subtle pink hue you've got within your gemstone there. You've got these fuchsia pinks, beautiful vivid blues, almost apatite blues you've got there. And those amethyst purples as well, they're gorgeous. RBGC 50 is your code for this one. Do keep checking the web, by the way. If you have just joined us, I'm so sorry that you weren't here an hour ago. We've had 2 solid sterling silver kits that have sold out. I'm gutted. £7.95. Go and have a look on the web. If there's anything still available from today's show, that's where you're going to find it. So do take advantage of that 1 P&P. Lots of you coming through on the phone lines as well this afternoon. Well done to you and well done to the call centre as well. It's another busy day there. About 40 of these in baskets at this moment in time. Get checking out. Great way of topping up your stash today in the clearance, bringing you lots and lots of bundles, lots of gemstones at really crazy low prices. What would you do with this bundle, Gemma?
I would do some Easter workshops with
the
kids because they're lovely, they're fun colours, they remind me of Easter all the time. So I think I'd do some sort of Easter simple threading, stretchy bracelets, that sort of thing with them.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? If I just count out one of the strands, actually, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 on each strand, so that's approximately 66 gemstones you've got there. And as Gemma said, you know, if you're doing any workshops, want to make some kids' jewellery, they're going to go a long, long way, aren't they? There's absolutely tons of you coming in for those. Do make sure you're checking out. Right. Hot pink agate. Hot. Woo! Look at this colour. Oh, this would be great as well. I'm thinking of children's jewellery again for this. Perfect, isn't it? We've just had half term, haven't we? But it's going to be soon here again. And I always think trying to do things with the children over half term, it can be really, really expensive. You know, anything you want to do, any theme parks, any kind of parks, the cinema, and if you want to eat there, forget that. My goodness me. Yeah, it can be really, really expensive. So I actually love the idea of jewellery making with the kids over half-term holidays because they enjoy it. So, you know, things like macrame and kumihimo, and incorporating these into that kind of design in a bracelet would be fabulous for them. Again, stretchy elastics, just really simple jewellery making. Entirely up to you what you do with these. You've got 4 times 130 carats of your hot pink banded agate puffy ovals, 14 by 10 millimetres in size. The great thing about agate as well is because you get this banding in the gemstone, every single one is very, very unique and individual, and you've certainly got that here, haven't you? Look at some of these, they're fabulous. 0800 644 655, you will get 400, 510 carats. 510 carats, huge, huge carat weight again for you there, and lots of you checking out. £31.80 is where we should be on price tag. Saving you money, that's what we do here at Jewellery Maker. Save you lots and lots and lots on the kits, on the bundles, in the clearance. Every strand, in fact. £7.95, again, not even £2 per strand. I think these are fab for the summer as well. Any holidays that you've got coming up, wouldn't these look fabulous? 0800 644 655. Sandra, Janet, Stephanie, well done to you. Gaynor, well done. Wanda, Sharon, Linda. Debbie, you've got yours as well. Anna Marie in Ayrshire, well done. Jeanette, Gaynor, well done. Vivian. Louise in Hertfordshire, Belinda, Debbie, Sue, Margaret, Linda in Lothian. You've just got yours as well. Congratulations. Think about how far these are going to go. You know, per strand, simple stretchy bracelets. One of those, in fact, would be sizable enough to wire up into a ring, wouldn't it? Just one of those by itself would look gorgeous. And there's so many gemstones here. You've got that real pop of colour. Neon pink, hot pink. Love this. Love this gemstone. These will go really, really quick. We've only got 31 of these. You have 5 strands. 5 strands of your Dalmatian Jasper. Dalmatian Jasper is the very, very first gemstone, genuine gemstone, that I ever bought. Absolutely love this. And animal print, we were talking about animal print a couple of months ago because it was all over the catwalk at London Fashion Week in September. It's something that doesn't really date, does it? You know, it was around heavily in the 80s. It's still around today in your clothing again, in all of your accessories. I love the animal print. It's a real statement piece of jewelry. Whatever you make with this, it's going to be an incredibly statement piece. 11 by 8 millimetres in size, each of your gemstones here. You've got 120 carats on each strand, 600 carats in total. This is, every time I look at Dalmatian Jasper, it makes me think of Debbie Bulford. She's in the workshop today. She would love this. She would love them. Collect it in Greater London, well done. Collect it in Herefordshire even. Collect it in Essex. Kathy, well done to you in Triaris. Collect it in Cheshire. Pauline, in the West Midlands. Simple earrings would look fab, wouldn't they? And in fact, how many pairs of earrings could you make? Let's have a count out of one of the strands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. That is 19 pairs of earrings per strand. Per strand. This bundle is going to go such a long, long way. Simple earrings. It might be that that's the piece on your craft stall that you just pop the pound price tag on. I'd be getting a few of those, wouldn't you? Multi-buying, £7.95. for 5 strands you've got here. These will be over allocated. You do need to check out as soon as you can. I can't promise you're not all going to do it. I'm sorry. Emerald greens again here. Okay, 98 chance here to get these. I think the shapes here, you could create some really, really contemporary pieces of jewellery, couldn't you? Oh, look at this colour. If you missed out on the emerald, in fact, I think there might still be some of the emeralds left. Very, very few. Last stock, there are a few. Sorry, no, I don't know what you mean. 1 emerald. No emeralds. We only want 1 each. That's all. Not much to ask, is it? 4 strands here of your beautiful green crackle quartz. For me, this is how a Zambian emerald should look in colour. You've really got that Zambian hue within this gemstone in your crackle quartz. Now, crackle quartz is such a fun gemstone, I think, and it's very, very unique. It's one of those that actually is a talking point whenever you're wearing it, because, you know, I don't think I've ever seen crackle quartz anywhere else. It will be there somewhere, but I don't think I've ever seen it. What we do with this gemstone is we heat it up to really high temperatures, then cool it down really, really quickly to give you this crackled effect within the gemstone. Inserting the dye in there as well puts that dye into the veins within the gemstone, so it just gives you this phenomenal, phenomenal effect within the gemstone. And that colour, it's gorgeous. Again, very contemporary pieces here because of the shape of the gemstone, your hexagons that you've got here. 10mm in size, simple earrings. Just stretchy bracelets, perfect. 0800 644 655 OLGC 31 pounds and 80 pence. Not today. Clearance. What would you do with these, Gemma?
Like you're saying, I think stretches again. Yeah. They're great for workshops. You've got loads there, and it's that one of those colours that people like to use, and you know.
Yeah.
They're just so versatile. Again, like you said, you don't see it every day, do you? The crackles.
No, you don't, do you? And then Director Ben actually just said, and again, going back to how low this is on price and the value, Ben was like, sure, just give it away. Just, you know, somebody buys something on your craft stall that, you know, they've just spent £20. Would you like a free pair of earrings? £9.95. You could make so many pairs of earrings and stretchy bracelets here. Vivian, well done to you. Hazel, you've got yours. Maria, Suan, Colleen, Kathy, Margaret, collecting Essex, collecting Kent. Kathleen in Monmouthshire. You're there, well done to you. Do you know what, actually, looking at these all together, multi-stranded bracelet, that's quite vintage, isn't it? That look. I like that. I like it a lot. Yeah. Do you know, yeah.
I'd have maybe some bits of leather and...
Oh, yeah. That would look gorgeous.
Layered up with other things, it would be lovely as well.
Maura, collect it in Leicestershire. Mary, well done, collect it in Manchester. Janet, Debbie, you need to get checking out your basket. Things are flying out in this clearance. It's been a very, very busy hour and a half, I tell you. Snowflake obsidian. Snow. It's on its way. It's on its way. I was with my mum this morning and she said, oh, you know, we're going to have to get to the shops and stock up. And you know, some people, when there's that, people just go a bit balmy, don't they? And think, oh, need to get bread, need to get milk. It won't happen, will it? I mean, come on, let's face it, the last couple of years, rubbish. Not a drop of snow here in the Midlands. Well, yeah, it depends which way you look at it. Rubbish as far as wanting snow is concerned. I like the snow. I want lots of snow. No, Gemma?
No, definitely not.
No?
Definitely not. Although, last time we had lots of snow in Redditch, or here, I got snowed in at the White Swan.
Oh dear.
I know, it's awful.
Just getting snowed in at a pub. Oh, that would be horrendous. Oh, imagine. That's it. I'm off to the pub on Tuesday when the snow's coming. I'm just going to go to the pub for a couple of hours. Yeah, we never really get much here. And as Toby just said, it's nice when it falls and it's all beautiful and white and crisp, but then it's when it gets muddy and slushy. It's not fun, is it?
When you've got to drive anywhere, innit?
Yeah.
You've got to get to school and work and it's dangerous.
Yeah. Okay, changed my mind. I don't want any snow. You've all talked me out of it. 4 times 90 carats of your snowflake obsidian. You've got beautiful pentagons here. Again, really, really contemporary. Now, snowflake obsidian is great in your gents pieces as well. Very, very versatile gemstone. Very unisex as well. Just popped into macrame bracelets would look fantastic. Again, you can see how unique every single one is. You've got those gorgeous black hues. You've got the beautiful greys in there as well. gives you that monochrome look, I suppose, doesn't it? Margaret, well done. Sue Ann, Patricia, collect it in Hertfordshire. Charmaine, you're there, collect it in Kent. There's absolutely tons of you coming in for these. So 90 carats on each strand there. That is 360 carats. 360 carats at £7.95. Gemstone like this as well. Just think about everything this is going to go with in your wardrobe. You know, from your casual outfits through to your little black dress if you're going out for a night out with the girls. It's going to go with absolutely everything, isn't it? And look at the price tag here, £7.95. That's not even £2 per strand. GIDC73 is your code for these. Well done on the telephone lines and on the web. No one's really messing around today. Webbers, you're hot on your heels. You are getting checking out as soon as you can, and I definitely would advise that as well because there are lots of you missing out. Elizabeth in County Down, Christine, Gail, Beryl, Joanne, well done. Linda, you're there as well. Pauline, Rose, Margaret, well done. Sue Ann, collect it in Lincolnshire. Jan, well done to you. Lee, well done. Collect it in Devon, collect it in Glamorgan. Maura, Marilyn, Eleanor in Barcelona. I'm going to go to Barcelona this year, Eleanor. I'm going. I'm booking it. Apparently, as well, today is the, you know how I was talking about the other day, that it was so there's Black Friday, there was, what was the Friday called? It was the Friday where the most people consume alcohol. The most alcohol is consumed because it's the day that, yeah, people break it from work for Christmas. Today is Sunshine Saturday, apparently. Today is the most popular day for booking a holiday. Yeah, apparently so. So they said on the radio. So, Gemma's booking a holiday, aren't you, Gemma? Yay! You've got to have something to look forward to, haven't you?
Yes, you have.
Well, wherever she's going, Ben, she's not going to tell you. Ben just said, where are you going, Gemma?
I'm torn. Tunisia or Malta?
Tunisia's hot.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't mind, as long as it's sunny. I don't mind. I'd happily stay in this country if we were guaranteed the weather in the summer. If we were like guaranteed 25 minimum. No, I'd happily go down, you know, Cornwall or something for a holiday. I'm in a right tangle here. There's a lot of gemstone. That's why. 4 strands. Again, look at the colour that you've got here. This is beautiful. Wow. Okay. 4 strands of your crackled quartz. Never mind, there we go. 165 carats on each strand. Again, because of the colour that you've got here, really, really versatile. It's going to look great in your gents jewellery. Now, very recently, we've had kind of, I'm calling it gunmetal. That wasn't the actual colour that we went with, but a zari thread that was almost a gunmetal hue. And I was saying this would be great for gents pieces, really, really great. It would look fantastic with these. I'm loving the grey crackled quartz. With the snowflake obsidian, this would look great, wouldn't it? And again, any coloured of your crackled quartz would look fab. You've got big drops here as well. Sizable enough to be earrings. Just 2 of those gemstones at 10 by 8 millimetres in size would make a fantastic pair of earrings. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38 gemstones. 38 approximately on just 1 strand there. And you are getting 4 strands in your clearance deal. Phenomenal, ridiculous price tags. There's no small print, there is no catch. This is just how we roll. £27.80, where we should be. TEGC80 is your code for these. So many of you with these in baskets, well done. If you are brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker today, you're thinking, what on earth is going on? Where is the small print? Where's the catch? There isn't one. There isn't. The final closing price tag on your screen is a price tag that every single one of you pays. Even if you checked out at a higher price tag, you will all only ever pay that final low closing price tag. Great way to start off your jewellery making journey. Coming in the clearance, getting yourself a huge stash of gems. The kits that we've had today so far are incredible. Wait until you see the next one as well. TEGC80. Come in, get yourself some gemstones, get yourself some findings as well. We've got some great findings kits. And going forward as well, we're going to have some starter kits on the late show. It's going to have some starter kits for all of the newbies here at Jewellery Maker. Welcome to the Jewellery Maker family. It's fabulous. It's like a big family, isn't it? We were talking about this the other day. It's not like we don't really consider you to be customers as such. You're our family. We're just one big jewellery making family. Did we have any texts in, by the way, Toby? If no one's spending 58 million, I'll spend it. £8.95. Well done, Janice, Michelle, Katerina, well done to you. Betty, well done to you. We were talking about the jackpot tonight, which is everyone seems to be talking about because it has to be won. It's a huge amount of money, £58 million. Aisha in Greater London says, I'd go private to try and improve my house. Buy an island to live on. Set up eco-housing for the homeless and ask Steve to help finance a mining company. I think you should win it, Aisha. If it's fixed. Would that be amazing? Yeah, that'd be fab. We're talking about the jackpot tonight. It's got to be won. Someone's going to wake up tomorrow. Wow. With a life-changing, yeah. Ben's like, what is it? The lottery, Ben. Come on. Where have you been? It's on the news. It's everywhere. £58 million. Somebody has to win it tonight. You might have to share it, but I don't mind sharing that amount of money. Yes, tickets are still available, Ben. You've got till 7:30 tonight to buy one. There you go. 800. If you win it, will you share it with us? Yes. 800 644 655. Well done to you, Collect It in Lincolnshire, Janice and Angus. And well done to you, Janet, Katrina. Well done, Betty, Mary, Amanda, Eleanor. You're there as well. How would you spend it? 60777. Start your message with the word JN Studio. Where would you start? It would have. I think it would have to be a holiday, wouldn't it? To contemplate. What on earth are you going to do? Shopping.
Holiday for a year.
Yeah, and you just sit by a pool, wouldn't you? I'm just going to sit by the pool for a while and you know, do some internet shopping, houses, cars. Oh, yeah. You could pay pretty much every person. Well, you could pay everyone's mortgages off, couldn't you? Every person you know, make them mortgage free. How incredible would that be? Right. Pyrite. Oh. Ooh. These. See what you did there, Ben. Pyrites of the Caribbean. I like it. I like it. It's better than our Phil's bundle names, isn't it? Have a look at these. 3 strands. I think vintage when I look at these. Pyrite's been used for hundreds and hundreds of years, centuries in jewellery, and it always makes me think of Victorian times. Pyrite does. Incredibly beautiful gemstone that adds so much lustre to any design. So even if maybe, you know, you're just using some black agate in a simple necklace or something, you just want to throw in a feature, throw in that little bit of lustre, just take one of these gemstones and pop it into the design, and it just gives you that focal point. It gives you almost that wow factor within the design. It's fantastic. Look at the lustre. Gold and silvery hues, almost pewter hues you've got with your pyrite, haven't you? 365 carats in each strand. So even per gemstone, the carat weight that you're looking at here is huge. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Approximately 23 gemstones per strand. Again, sizable enough just to wire out one of these into a beautiful ring design. I think with agate, this would look smashing, wouldn't it? Black agate in this. What would you put with these, Gemma?
Anything and everything. It's lovely with Amazonite. Pyrite and Amazonite's lovely. It's lovely with smoky rose quartz. It's just gorgeous. It makes everything that bit more vintage. And
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it with Amazonite before.
It's lovely with Amazonite.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Wow, I'd love to see that. 18 by 13 millimetres in size. They are huge. Lots and lots of you there. Oh my days. 25, 35 telephone bidders, Webbers. I'm just giving you a heads up now. You need to check out. We only have 50. How much money have we just saved? £6.95. £6.95 for all 3 strands. That's like buy one, get 2 free. I love it. It doesn't sound right. It sounds very, very wrong. Buy one, get 2 free. Who does that? Collect It in Greater London, you've got 2. Well, then Collect It in Northumberland, you've got 2. Collect It in Gloucestershire's got 4. So actually, that's 369, 12. 12 strands that you're going to have there for less than £30. That's silly, isn't it? YK, GC, 84 is your code for these. At $6.95, you've got an absolute steal of a deal there. And that option to put lustre with any of your designs. Again, just 2 of these simple earrings. Imagine how fab they will look with your little black dress. Really transforms an outfit, doesn't it, jewellery? We don't generally talk about jewellery, do we? We talk about the components to make jewellery and different designs. But what jewellery actually does to an outfit completely transforms it, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, even if you're just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, if you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt with no jewellery or anything, you know, you might think, oh, really cash, you know. Jewellery.
Yeah.
Dresses it up, doesn't it?
It does, and it does. It means that the same outfit can look so many different ways depending on, you know, not just jewellery, accessories like belts and, you know, what else? Shoulder straps, all sorts of things you can use the gemstones for.
Stuff, yeah. The chain, we've seen you do that, haven't we, Gemma, with the chain?
Yeah.
On the dress. Wow, incredible. £6.95. YK, GC, 84. Well done, Jean, Debbie, Nassim, well done, Stephanie, Kay, Glamorgan. You've just got 2. Brilliant. Peach Moonstone, peachy. 48 chances. Oh, wow. These are different. Really different shapes. Do you know, Gemma, I wouldn't even know where to start with a shape like this.
What have we got, like, are they wheels?
Yeah.
Wheels. Then you can put like gizmo coils in between, sort of space them out so that, you know, do quite wide coils, they look nice. Or even like really nice large jump rings so that they sort of tessellate and jangle in between. So yeah, nice jump rings, like some of the chain we've got coming out, that sort of style would come out, would work with those.
These are gorgeous, really, really different, aren't they? I love the shape of these. I love the colour of peach moonstone. I love all moonstone, actually. You know, whatever colour you've got in your stash, whether it be the grey moonstone or the rainbow moonstone, everything will work. The soft peachy hues here suit any skin tone. They're so warming as well. You know, putting this with sunstone, again, you know, you've got that similar hue there. The orange crackled quartz that we had, again, earlier on, they'd look fantastic with that. Again, fire opals, you know, thinking of those burnt oranges, those burnt reds. Stunning. 8x4 to 16x6 millimetres in size. 3 times 70 carats, that is 21, 210. 210. So, £11.04 isn't even your proper should-be price tag. No. Computer's just not coping very well today. Normally £7.95 each. Okay. So £7.95 each. We're looking at just under £24 for 3 strands is actually where these should be. Buy one, get 2 free. Again. We need like Ben or Wes to dress up, you know, like that man with the thick glasses, the window. You buy one, get 2 free. £7.95. Linda in Somerset, well done to you. Linda in South Wales, you've got yours. Collect it in Greater Manchester. Collect it in Hertfordshire. I keep saying that, it's Herefordshire, I do beg your pardon. Susan in Gwent, Katrina, well done, you've got yours. Janet, collect it in London. Collect it in Lincolnshire. Charmaine, collect it in Leicestershire. Jackie in Cheshire. Carol, Beryl, Pat, Jeannie, well done to you. Collect it in Lancashire. Caroline, Michelle, Nassim in Greater Manchester, you've got yours as well. 3 strands for the price of 1. Love it. Such a fantastic deal there. Well done if you've managed to get those. I like those. Right. Hang on a minute. Is this in the right hour? Are you sure? Now, I can't even remember the last time I saw this gemstone. I've definitely not had it while we've been here in the new towers. Golden rutile quartz for me. Now, this is one gemstone that, for me, the price tag, I mean, we shouldn't have this in the clearance hour. I'm surprised that we have this gemstone anyway. How many of you look for individuality in gemstones? Oh, look at these. Oh. Like actual shards of gold in the gemstone there. Now, There are no two that will ever be the same. You know how sometimes we look at gemstones and you don't want to see inclusions, do you? Some gemstones we just don't want to see inclusions. Inclusions in this gemstone can actually increase the value of the gemstone, because that is what we are specifically looking for within the gemstone. Mother Nature has done this all by herself, and look at these, often referred to as Venus hair. Looks like when the light catches the rutile shards within the gemstone, it's like shooting stars. They look like shards of gold, and no two will ever be the same. Quite often in life, when you're looking for individuality, whether that be clothing, whether that be a painting, one of a kind anywhere, you know, pretty much a lot of money for a one of a kind. Every single one of these gemstones completely individual and unique. Now you have 2 strands here, 80 carats on each, that's 160 carats in total. 12 by 5 to 21 by 11 millimeters in size. Again, computer's not coping today. Maybe that's where we should be. But now, I mean now, this is where we should finish, £11.90. Okay, £8.95 per strand is where we should be. So we'll be looking at just under £18 there is where we should be, this price. That's where we'll stay then. No. Going down even lower, VLGC70 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. There's so many of you checking these out. £6.95 for me personally. With this gemstone, I have my money back on one of those gemstones and some. There's about 50 of you with these in baskets right now. Well done to Lorraine in Greater Manchester, you've got 2. Collect It in Cheshire, you've got 3. Well done. Collect It in Greater London, you've got 2. Another Collect It in Greater London, you've got 2 as well. Nothing to stop you multi-buying if you want to come in and you want to get 10 of these. Just take everything we have, if you can, if you want to. BLGC70. Okay, can't promise that you're all going to do that. I'm really sorry if you've missed out. Yikes. Some black crackled quartz for you. Now these are the hexagons. Which strand was it now? Oh, it was the green ones. It was the hexagons. They go fabulously together. In fact, you could alternate them, couldn't you? The green and the black maybe. Simple, stretchy. Great for the gents as well. Okay, 4 strands. Huge carat weight. 4 times 150 carats, that's 600 carats in total that you have here. These are beautiful. I do actually really like the blacks and the greys in this gemstone. Again, it makes them really versatile so that you can put them with so many other gemstones. I'm going to bring the snowflake obsidian back, just one of those strands. Look at those together. In a gents piece, perfect. Macrame bracelets, fabulous. Charms, again, plain earrings, simple earrings. Your jewellery can be as simple or as, what's the word I'm looking for?
Ornate.
Yeah, ornate as you like. I was going to say complicated, but that was the wrong word. RODC47 is your code for this one. 10mm gemstones you've got here. So again, really versatile size, whether you want to use that by itself or you want to use lots of these together in a design. £27.80 is where we should be. And isn't that a great price tag? I mean, realistically, anywhere else, even our should-be prices for the carat weights of genuine gemstones that you're getting, anywhere else, no. Probably not. This is why you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee as well, you know. You can have a look anywhere else. If you think we can be beaten, do your research, have a look elsewhere, and if you are not happy, just send your pieces back. Lots and lots of you with these in baskets. I've got Linda, well done. Katrina. William, collect it in Leicestershire, collect it in Lincolnshire, collect it in Devon, collect it in Herefordshire. Lots of new, I hope, lots of new bidders joining us today as well. If you are coming in for the first time today, welcome to the Jewellery Maker family. You will be back every day. Even if you don't want to buy, or you say you don't want to buy, you start out with the best intentions. And then we just drop a clearance on you or bring you something that's really low in price. It's going to stop you from going out. There is a Jewellery Makers Anonymous Facebook page, apparently. I still haven't had a look. I keep being told it's there. Have you seen it, Gemma?
I think so. I think I've been added to the group, yeah.
Brilliant. Jewellery Makers. Anonymous. Tina in Cornwall says, I would genuinely invest a big chunk of the money and use the profit to finance my own charity. I would really enjoy spending the money in this way. Do you know what? A lot of people have said that, actually. It's such a huge amount of money, isn't it? £58 million. That, I mean, could you spend that amount of money? I mean, you would give a lot away. You would give a big chunk away, such a big chunk away to charities, and you'd want to sort out with your family and friends, wouldn't you? I think that's probably what everybody would do. Oh, we can dream, can't we? We can dream. If one of us isn't here tomorrow, though, where's Ben? Where's Ben? He just didn't turn up. Where is he? He's won the lottery. I'll be texting you. Ben? Dana? Fiver? 0800 644 655 ROGC 47. Eleanor, Pauline, Kelly, Jean, Collector in Devon, Helen in the West Midlands, Tuppy in Lancashire. Like, you know, Ben, maybe you could just take us out from me instead. Ben says if he wins, he will bring a breakfast from the Golden Arches for all of us. It's nice.
So generous.
I know, yeah. This you can see why people fall out and stuff, can't you? And why it gets Oh, we can get in. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's going to take us out afterwards, after breakfast. Brilliant. Okay, let's bring you. Oh my gosh, there's loads here. Okay, have a look. Only 14 chances to get these. Now, Gemma, I'm going to ask you what you would do with these, because I know you like to work with things like this, and this is something that, other than looking at this and thinking just a simple bracelet, I wouldn't know what to do with this.
We can weave. You can weave with it, so you know, make. You could even do like your placemats and coasters and things like that.
Like you did with the leather the other week.
Yeah, with that much, you could do that.
Yeah.
It's great stuck on top of other leather or other fabrics to sort of edge things.
Yeah.
You can have it for your necklaces. Put it on your handbags to embellish them. There's so many things you can do.
See, it's fab, isn't it? And you've got gold-plated beads on these as well, which are very, very decorative. A lot of you know, have used your head pins in this way as well. But it's all been done for you. The work's all been done for you here. You've got this fabulous leatherette here with the studs on. Again, it is very lustrous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So using it in a decorative way, whether that be on a leather napper, on a bag, or on clothing as well. On shoes. Oh, my mind is running wild now. £4.95. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 times 1 metre. That's 10 metres. 10 metres of cord you've got here. At £4.95. That works out to approximately 50 pence per metre that you've got here. That's incredible value, isn't it? ZTGC09. We only had 14. I'm sorry. Okay, white crackled quartz for you. Any colour that we've had, any colour gemstone, crackled quartz, any gemstone that we've had, this will work with fantastically. I'm always saying, and especially if you're a newbie to us here at Jewellery Maker, try and get some clear gemstones or some white gemstones and some black gemstones into your stash, because they go with everything and anything, you know, all your coloured wires, all your different coloured findings, all your different coloured gemstones as well. So it is really a great place to start if you're thinking, where do I start? Clear gemstones, black gemstones, your favourite gemstone you've got to come in and get as well. And it will work with all of them. 4 times 90 carats in total, so that is 360 carats that you have there. They're 10 by 8 millimetres in size in your ovals here as well. I'm quite liking the idea of these in tiaras or hair pieces as well. Perfect size, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and that lovely. They're not white and they're not clear.
Yeah.
So it's that nice in between, isn't it?
Snow.
Really
Reminds me of
gorgeous.
snow.
It's like
and
snow.
ice. It's exciting. Collector in Yorkshire, Jennifer, Margaret, Yvonne. I bet everyone in Scotland right now is like, don't get excited about snow. I'm sorry. Collector in County Down, well done to you. Collector in Northumberland. Collector in Devon, Patricia in Hertfordshire. Collector in Herefordshire there as well, well done to you. keep coming in. You can get as many pieces as you like in the clearance hours. We can get as many pieces as you like in any one day. In fact, from midnight last night right up until midnight tonight, you've got one P&P, £2.95. That is standard here in the UK. Brilliant. No, Ben? Ben just said, except if you got something really heavy. No. No. If we were selling the camera and you came in and bought the camera today, £2.95 postage and packaging. Yeah. Good point. You wouldn't trust a camera that was £2.95 postage and packaging. Yeah. Very heavy, isn't it? We're not selling the cameras, by the way. £31.80. Betty in Lancashire, I think Ben's point was you can buy tons of gemstones if you like, and your P&P will stay exactly the same. £7.95 for you. We're under £10. You've got 4 strands here. That's less than £2 per strand. OTGC 73 is your code for this one. Wanda, Julie, Glynis, well done. Isabel, Pauline, Emma in Cambridgeshire, Anna Carroll, collector in Leicestershire, Francesca, Michelle, collector in Devon, collector in Lincolnshire, Sheila in Staffordshire, Sarah, you've got yours, Keith in the Outer Hebrides, you've just got 2, well done to you. Congratulations to Francesca, you've got yours as well. Lots and lots of you loving these. They're so versatile, aren't they? That's the great thing. And again, with your coloured elastics and your coloured wire, with clear gemstones or white gemstones that do have that transparency in them as well, like these, if you carry that coloured wire through your designs or your coloured elastic, it picks out the colour, almost magnifies the colour when you've got it in gemstones like this, and it looks fantastic. OTGC 73. Let's squeeze some more in before the break for you. Okay, have a look at these. These are fab. These in resin. I don't know if you ever saw the, open one of these. If you ever saw the resin show that I had with Fleur. Was that when it was Claire and Fleur? I think it may have been. Yeah, collectively they are Fleur. And Fleur put some of these into, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see what I can see there. It's almost like lightning bolts. It's almost, can you see the lustre, if you like? But from where I'm seeing this, not coming across the screen, it's purple and ultraviolet blue. It looks like lightning bolts.
I can
These
see
are
that.
fab. I love, really, really pretty. So what Fleur did, she made a beautiful, in fact, on my Facebook page, there is a picture of the ring on there, because it's another one I just put on and couldn't get back off. Heart-shaped clear resin it was, and just popping these fibres inside the resin and setting them. So as you turned the ring, all of this light would just flash through, all of these different colours. So we've had these in lots of different colours. This is the Angelina, I think the purple, I think it was purple and blue, the fibres that we used in the resin before in the ring that Fleur did. These ones are pink, and again they would look fabulous, but again not just in resin, for many mediums in your jewellery making, but for any of your crafters as well. They can be used for lots and lots of things there. You've got 7 grams in each bag, and you've got 10 of them. Do you know, this is going to go such a long, long way. What would you use, how would you use these, Gemma?
They're great, like you said, set in resin and things.
Yeah.
But you can also felt them into felt pieces, so they just had a little twinkle in a felt piece.
Ah.
But if you lay them out, you can iron them, and they bond and fuse, so you get sheets of it. And then that is a great backing for card making, or backing for your resin, or backing for your polymer clays, and all sorts of things. Then you can use it in.
I'm going to go to the dressing room now and plug the iron in.
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to try it. Would you need to put something over it? Because it sticks to the iron.
Use 2 pieces of paper, and normal printing paper is fine, but I tend to use baking paper.
Yeah.
Sheet of paper, pop that down, and if you've got other colours as well, you can put those in, and just put it down, lay it out, and there's, if you make it really dense, you'll get a really dense sheet of paper, but if you spread it right out, you get really holy pieces of paper.
I've got to try that. That would look incredible,
lovely,
wouldn't it?
and it makes great gift tags, and even if you did big sheets, wrapping paper and all sorts, it's lovely, really nice stuff.
Wow, do you know what? I'm going to leave this one out, and I'm going to try it after the show today. I'm going to get some paper and I'm going to plug the iron in. OYGC35 is your code for this one. Lots and lots of you with these in baskets. There's 10 packets here. There's absolutely tons. Well done. If you've managed to get those. I managed to get it everywhere as well. Okie dokies. Right. 2 more before the break. Let's squeeze in US Agate. Have a look at these colours. So autumnal. And these colours everywhere in your ladies' fashion stores right now. Gorgeous. Burnt oranges, burnt reds again. Reminds me of fire opal. You've got that beautiful transparency, diaphanity to the gemstone that just allows light to travel really, really slowly. So it gives you this gorgeous inner glow on its way through. Blood orange, yes. Yes, Director Ben, definitely. It's a really beautiful colour. And again, very versatile and very unisex as well. This could be used in gents pieces. You've got your puffy rectangles here, 12 by 8mm in size, 100 carats on each strand you've got here. I'm going to count out one of the strands here so you know how many pieces you're getting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, approximately 33 per strand you've got there. So that's a lot of gemstones, well over 100 gemstones you've got there. CWGC06 is your code for this one. I think these would look great with copper wire, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. They're lovely, bring out the lovely warm tones. It'd be a really sumptuous piece of jewellery, wouldn't it, with threads.
Mouth-watering.
Yeah,
I wish I had a head cam right now. I'm just looking down. There's just one of these gemstones. I've never seen in a glow in any gemstone quite like it before. It's like there's a torch within inside the gemstone. It's incredible. Wow. These are gorgeous. Get them home. You've still got your 30-day money-back guarantee. £6.95. You're going to have to get checking out as soon as you can. Okay, one more then. One more before the break. Oh, these are pretty. Rounds. We haven't had any crackled quartz rounds. These are gorgeous. Have a look at these. Very, very pretty. Wow. Oh, vintage again. How many gemstones have you got in your stash that would go with these? 6mm rounds, simple, stretchy bracelets. And I think it's fair to say that you could get at least 2 off each strand if it was a simple stretchy bracelet here. 90 carats on each strand, so that is 360 carats. 360 carats. £7.95, not even £2 per strand. Just little jump rings in between, silver jump rings or gold jump rings even. Spaces in between them would look beautiful as a stretchy.
It would, yeah. We're in macrame with the silks. The silk cords, they look pretty as well.
They'd look gorgeous. 6mm rounds. I love this size in a gemstone. Very, very versatile. Lots of you multi-buying. Well done. I've got about 14 baskets at the moment. You need trolleys today, not baskets. So many of you coming in that have already been in several times in the last 2 hours, I have to say. PWGC90, Jacqueline, Christine, Barbara Glynis, Charity Claire, Deborah, Eleanor, well done, Stephanie, collector in Suffolk, collector in Devon, Elaine, well done, you've just got yours, Linda in Suffolk, you're there as well, Gillian in Devon, Andrea in Neath, well done to you. Katrina in Oxfordshire, Margaret in the West Midlands, Emma in Berkshire, you've got yours there as well. There's so much gemstone here. If you come in a couple of times today, when you get your parcel home, you're not going to know what to do with it all. You're going to have so much. £7.95, under £2 per strand, genuine gemstones. I have another kit coming up for you very, very soon. Do not go anywhere. I've got the kit coming up for you, and I've got another out of clearance a little bit later on. I'll see just a few.
Join guest designer Sarah Elvin for the Introduction to Bead Looming DVD. Sarah will guide you through many techniques including adding beads, pattern creations, beading with chips, adding beads to warp thread, as well as how to set up your bead loom. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
spectacular rhodolite garnets are found in Sri Lanka and Tanzania. They're typically found as water-worn pebbles from alluvial deposits. As a gemstone, it's ideal for jewellery. It has some beautiful raspberry purples, great clarity, stunning lustre, and is also a really durable gemstone.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
When we were with you last year in China, you had some big sizes that were clean, but today all the big sizes look very included. Is that what's coming from the mine? More inclusions?
Yeah, have more better quality. Also, this is not clean.
Yeah, that's
have
right.
Clean material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like this, clean.
so clean to one size, then above that the sizes are getting more included.
Every size can get, but quantity depends on quantity.
This is a lot smaller today.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago the quantity was great coming out the mine on the bigger sizes, but today the smaller sizes are nice, they're clean up to about half a carat, but beyond that they're quite included. So it's quite a good job we did a lot of business a few years ago.
Yeah.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair cone, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Good afternoon, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. If you've just tuned in, please go and have a look on the website. We've had an hour of clearance. We had an hour at the start of the show that was so busy. Both kits sold out straight away, or both parts of the kit, I should say, because they were solid sterling silver. I've got another kit coming up for you in just a couple of minutes' time, so not too long to wait for those at all. This is one of the first strands that I picked out today. These are beautiful. I love Keshi pearls, always have, always will, but this strand for me, I mean this is a beach strand, isn't it? This is a holiday strand of Keshi pearls that you've got here. Simple bracelet or restranded into a necklace. I could see myself there with my sarong, flip-flops, you know, just walking through the sand on the beach, cocktail. In Cornwall.
Oh, I'm there.
Well, if we had the weather, I would happily go to Cornwall. Just not hot enough, is it? These are beautiful. Not just great for your holiday designs, you know, with your Amazonite and your Larimar as well, but bridal designs as well. Lots of you do bridal craft fairs and do your bridal designs. In fact, just on the break there, we saw, I think it was a clip from Sheila's DVD, or was it the break of the bridal break? Yes, Ben's saying yes, bridal break. And just showing you, you know, the different designs that you can do with pearls. You can twist them into tiaras and into hair combs as well, and they look stunning. They are so delicate. You've got a beautiful organic gemstone here. Organic gemstone that is just so lustrous. You've got all this beautiful pearlescence. So you get these flashes of pinks, these beautiful flashes of greens coming through from your Keshi pearls there as well. This is a long strand as well. They're 6x5 to 10x6 millimeters in size. And I'm actually, I'm just going to measure this actually, because I don't have a 16 inches, which is approximately 40 to 41 centimeters. in length there. So simply restranded. Even if you're a guest at a wedding, they'll look fab, won't they? Really, really beautiful. And we will take them to a fantastically low price tag for you today. There's lots of you multi-buying, so well done indeed. How many gemstones in your stash will these work with? They're going to go with everything. Absolutely everything. RIDP 40 is your code for this one. £9.95. Incredible. Straight down. Oh, no. No, we're not straight down. We'll take some more money off you. RIDP 40 for all of you that had checked out at the higher price tag. We've just given you some more money back, saving you even more there. 0800 644 655. Really easy to get involved this afternoon at Jewellery Maker. All you need to do is dial the number at the bottom of your screen. It is a free telephone number. It will not cost you a single penny. Even if there's a tiny wait on those phone lines, I've never ever known there to be a queue longer than 2 minutes here at Jewellery Maker. But even if there is, it's not going to cost you a penny. It's brilliant, isn't it? And it's well worth waiting for at £7.95. Now, how many did we start with? Oh, 64. They're going to be sold out in seconds. So if you do have these in your basket, please make sure you're checking out as soon as you possibly can. And there's lots of you multi-buying. Collecting Greater London, you've just got 4. Collect in Herefordshire, you've got 4 as well. Angie in Cambridgeshire's got 2. Margaret in Devon's got 3. Collect in Greater Manchester's got 2. Collect in Northumberland times 2. Barbara in the West Midlands times 3. Brilliant. Ooh. Grey moonstone. Look at these. These are like little crystal balls. Very magical, very mystical. These are stunning. Can you see the light on these gemstones? Wow. Oh, do you know what? I want to turn the lights down low. I know I can't, but I just want to. It would look brilliant, wouldn't it? I could just imagine that glow would always be there. Would always be there with these gemstones. These are incredible. I always say, you know, I call them mesmerising gemstones. So like your moonstone, where you've got this beautiful adular essence, which are those flashes of blue that you get from the surface of your moonstone. Like labradorite, again, you've got that colour, that labrador essence from the surface of your gemstone. Anything that holds my attention, you know, any gemstone where I'm just like, wow, I could stare at these for hours because of the light within this gemstone, the luster from the surface and the light from within. Now again, with this moonstone, you've got that diaphanity, that transparency that allows light to travel through the gemstone, but very, very slowly. And this is how you get this inner glow within your moonstone here. 10mm rounds. Just one of these, all by itself, will look fantastic. I think I'd have to go simple stretchy with these again, you know. I'd want to look at them. I wouldn't want them in earrings because I can't see them. In fact, there's enough simple stretchy and earrings. There's a long strand here. What would you do with these, Jem? Would you put them with anything else?
I think a bracelet would look lovely. I'd be tempted to pop some silver in between each, you know, so to spread them out, let them be individuals. Yeah, but they'd look great rosary linked as well. So they're like a chain around the neck.
Oh yeah.
So they drape a bit, you know, nicer.
Definitely.
They're just gorgeous, aren't they?
They're really, really beautiful. They are the kind of gemstone that will get you some attention, if you like, and some compliments there as well, because it is so captivating, isn't it? Lorraine in Greater Manchester, you've got 2. Wendy, well done. Joyce, Sheila, Collect It in London. Stephanie in Lincolnshire. Mary and Jerry. Anna in Greater Manchester. Sharon, Margaret, Katrina, Kyoko, well done to you. Collect It in Northumberland. £12.95 we're down to on these. Do you know all of that solid sterling silver that we had in the kits? I might be using some of that for these. I think I would, you know. ZCGP 69 is your code for these. 0800 644 655. You do have this in your basket. You need to be confirming as soon as you can. Well done. Okay. Kit time. Wowzers. It's been ages since we've had, you know, the really chunky alloy chains that we've had. It's been ages since we've had anything like that. The chain, the variety of chain that you have in this kit is fabulous. And I have to say, I don't think there would be any better designer to give this kit to than Gemma. because we've seen you do lots and lots of things with chain, haven't we, over the years?
Yeah.
With the dress, the dress.
Yeah.
Did you give it a name?
No.
Should have.
Mine.
Mine, I like it. Yeah, you know, and in bags and on clothing, and there's just so much you can do with it, isn't there?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely, and it is a feature in its own right. Like,
yeah.
It's lovely incorporating gemstones, but if you don't want to, you can just link it all together, and it's really satisfying. It's really quick.
Yeah.
Because it's just a case of re-engineering something. Really, it's just, you know, taking the links apart and linking them together differently. And there's so many different effects.
It's fab, isn't it? And do you know what? I love the colours as well that we've got here. It's almost like an antique bronze that we've got here in this chain. And as Gemma said, just simply opening and closing those links, it can just be so easy. You have, just looking for my carat weight on my screen there, you've got 20 carats of your golden obsidian here, beautiful golden obsidian rounds, which really, really works well with all of the colours that you've got within this kit, in the chain and the gemstones as well. 130 carats of your black agate faceted drops. Now these are high end. I want this strand. I want this kit again. I love these, so versatile, and the way, I don't know if you can see, the way that these have been faceted as well, you've got so much lustre in these. They're very vintage, again, just drops in earrings. These would look fabulous, wouldn't they? And there's a massive, massive carat. In fact, I'll just count out what you've got there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Individual black agates, and a great gemstone to have in your stash because of how versatile that is there as well. Now in your chain, I'm just going to have a quick look for the length. You've got 1 metre of your matte antique copper in there, in both of those actually. Are they all 1 metre? I'm just going to quickly run my eyes over my list there. I think they're all 1 metre in length. So you've got all these different choices here, all these different chains that you can use in so many different designs. If you have a look at this one here, we have seen this one before, but I love this because you've got the extra lustre in this chain as well because of the effect on the chain. It does look like a curved chain, doesn't it? KPGC 39. So there's all your chain and your gemstones. You've got your threading essentials here, so you've got monofilament clear elastic, and you've got your silver coloured beading thread there as well. And then you've got an absolute fantastic, fantastic selection of findings in here as well. So many findings. Approximately 90 pieces. You've got your featherweight head pins, you've got some earring wires, you've got some chain in there, you've got jump rings, you have head pins, toggle clasps, you've got silver spacer beads in there, some more head pins, some more fancy toggle clasps, shepherd's hooks, crimps, crimp covers, ribbon ends. There's absolutely tons. 90 pieces. And a great, you know, if you are brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker and you're thinking, where do I start? Well, we've got the clearance hours today as well. So it's a great opportunity for you to get a massive, massive carat weight of gemstones. Come in and get yourself a kit. You've got a lot of components to be making yourself jewellery here as well, from your beading thread, your clear elastic, your monofilament, all your findings here, gemstones and the chain as well. This will go a very, very long way, and we'll have a look at Gemma's designs in just a second. You can recreate some of those designs or you can recreate your own. It's entirely up to you. KPGC 39. What ring? There's nothing there, Ben. No, go away. 800 644 655. £49 and 10 pence is where we should be. Now, do you know that I'm just head over heels in love with the agate strand we've got in this kit. For me, I'm coming in for this alone today. But look at everything else you've got here as well. These are dreamy. Oh, love them. KPGC 39. Lots of you checking out already. Massive congratulations. Quantity on this kit, 48. It's not a huge amount, so try not to hang around. £25 and 95 pence. £25 and 95 pence for everything that you have here is just incredible. Well done to Alan and Janice in Buckinghamshire, Andrew in Kent, Eleanor in Midlothian, Anna in Greater Manchester, Sonia in Greater London. Let's get off my screen. Well done. Make sure you are checking these out as soon as you possibly can. There's so much in this kit. And, you know, this is why we have our guest designers as well, to show you what you could do. Because I've got to be completely honest, if I got this home, me personally, I'd be like, oh, where do I start? Where do I start? And look at Gemma's pieces. Incredible, yet again. Except, ooh, that necklace in the centre, the one with a lot of the obsidian in.
Yeah.
I can't decide what kind of vintage era I think it's from.
I think it's quite Edwardian, Victorian, but
Yeah.
because of the style of the gems and the colouring,
Yeah.
it's sort of quite steampunky.
Yeah.
So I can imagine somebody's putting a few keys on there
Yeah.
and, you know, taking it a bit further than that.
Definitely. That's beautiful. See, I would just never ever think of doing anything like that with the chain that you've got here. And this is a great thing as well. With all of this chain that you've got in this kit, the layered up look is very on trend right now. Very, very much on trend. And you can create that no problem at all with all of the chain that you've got here. It was actually, Gemma, what was the necklace? You chain mailed with the, do you remember the necklace that you made for me?
Yeah.
The with the gold alloy chain, and you chain mailed with it, didn't you?
Yeah, basically took the links apart and
Yeah.
used them as links for chainmail. This one, you can't do so much. I've done a little bit of that in one of the necklaces, sort of link them together like a chainmail effect. But that one, the inner diameter is quite thin, quite small, so you can't get more than 3 of the links through each link.
Yeah.
So you have to adapt your styles, your designs a bit, but you can do things like that. Yeah, you can take them apart.
That's it. And I like actually in the design we're looking at there with all of the black agate as well. Individually, just sat next to each other there, kind of clustered up. Looks fab, doesn't it? Really, really works. There's so much that you can do with them. Do get checking out your baskets. There's quite a few of you with those in baskets there. And lots of you have already checked out, so massive, massive well done if you have already. Let's have a closer look at these. Oh, love this. Oh.
So that when I've used one of the toggle clasps from the kit and just used it to link through, so you can wear that short or long, or around your back, on the back, or on your front. You know.
Yeah. Such a great idea. I love that. It's a great way of using the toggle clasp as well to create that kind of lariat design. That we've got here. And again, toggles, very much, tassels, I always call them toggles. Tassels, very much on trend right now. The layered up look, that's exactly what we have in this kit here. Do you know, looking at this piece here, this almost looks like cord, the chain. Just to look at from a distance, that almost looks like cord, your antique ones. I love that. And how simple is that design, but so effective.
Yeah, just threaded the chain in the findings kit through, because you get all this chain and then you get another metre of chain in your findings kit as well. So
and it goes on and on
it
and
does,
on.
it does.
It's fabulous. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. I'm guessing that you used everything.
Yeah, I did. I used everything. Everything was all gone.
It's really
Apart from
gone
the findings pack.
Such a long way, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does go a long way. And you know, the piece on the end, which is the simplest of them all, with just the chain, no gemstones, just using up all the bits of chain. I think you would pay around £25 for that. See, in one of the high street stores, you would pay about that just for a chain necklace. So
and this kind of stuff is very much on trend at the moment, as I was saying, that layered up look. This chain in particular, if you go and have a look in your ladies fashion stores right now, because pretty much all of them sell costume jewellery. I was in one of those ladies fashion stores that's a river on an island not long ago, and there was some alloy chain very similar to the design that Gemma's created there actually. And I think that was about £17. And actually, that's not really that bad, I don't think. But look how much Gemma has made with £25 and 95 and the money-making potential as well. You know, if you are a crafter or you're selling your jewellery on as well, you know, think money-making potential here. Or think about how many presents, how many gifts for other people you could make with this kit, because it does go so far. Designs for yourself. Just treating yourself and being able to You know, if you're in your head, and I do this a lot when I go out, I'm thinking, right, this is, I want to find this, and I want it to be this design, and I want it to be this style.
Yeah.
Make your own.
Yeah.
Brilliant, I love it. £25.95. Well done, Webbers. You're checking out pretty quickly, but there's still a few of you just hovering there with those in your basket. So make sure you're checking out for those as soon as you can. KPGC 39. So where are you going to start then, Gemma? What are you going to show us?
I thought I'd show you the one with the beaded set, the one that we said is a bit steampunky, sort of layered. It uses all the different chains apart from the really big chunky one.
Okay.
Uses all the different styles of chains and a bit of beading in there, so it's a nice one to really sort of do techniques.
Yeah,
with.
brilliant.
So I'm going to show you how to create that sort of central arrow shape section, and that's using bead and thread. So you get your bead and thread in your pack as well. So if you take off, you've taken off quite a nice working length, so about 40, 50 centimetres, and I know I'm not going to run out. And another thing is you get so much, it's not just about how much you need, it's about how much you want to actually be able to hold on to and pull through. You know, so don't be stingy with it. Get yourself a good working length. You can always trim it down. Okay, and then we start off. It's a bit like ladder weave.
Okay.
And I think the technique might even be in our tutorial booklet. If you're new to us, you get a tutorial booklet. So this is like this, but it's taking it a bit further. So what I'm going to do is thread on one gemstone. That's going to be the tip of my arrow. And I'm going to take two further gemstones and thread them onto one side of my beading thread.
Okay.
And then take the other side of my thread, other end of my thread, and thread them back through the gemstones, but in the opposite direction. Okay, so just pop those through. You can see. Okay, and then pull each side and try and keep them even so that we get them all sat in the centre.
Okay.
So when we pull them through, you'll find we get this little triangle shape formed with the gems. So pull them nice and tight. I've got that little triangle. Looks like a little love heart, doesn't it? Okay, and then we're going to, what I find useful to do here is hold on to the triangle between my thumb and finger, pointing the point downwards.
Okay.
And take the tails of the beading thread and waggle them like that, and that gets them to come upwards.
Ah, okay.
Okay, and it sort of stops a bit of the curving that you can get when you build these up. Okay, so now I want to widen this out, so I think you can probably guess, and I'm going to put 3 gemstones on. So 3, and then I'll come to one that I've started and nearly finished. So 3 gemstones. In the ones of these that I've done, because I've done 3 sections like this, one's larger, sits in the centre, and then 2 smaller ones that sit either side.
Okay.
And this, on the smaller ones, it only gets as wide as 3 gemstones. Okay, so that's as wide as it gets, and it ends up looking like this one. So you keep going until you get 5 rows of 3. And then what we do is I'll come to showing you how to crimp it in a minute. So you keep going with that, so add in another 3 and going back through for 5 rows. That makes the 2 smaller ones. So you do 2 of those. And then we come to making the larger one. So in the larger one, we've come up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is our widest.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll keep adding 5 in until we've got the block we want.
Okay.
Can't see how many rows I've done. Can you just count them for me? Oh, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 rows of 5. I've already got 4 on here. So if I do 3 more, and then I'll crimp it and show you how it looks.
Do you know what, Gemma? I'm going to let you catch up with that.
Carry on.
And I'm going to bring you a few extra pieces that I've got here. Where should we start, Toby? It's going to be very popular, this necklace bust. Let's do the jump rings. We've had lots of contemporary strands, if you like, well, contemporary shapes and stuff today, actually. I'm thinking of the peach moonstone now.
I was just about to say that when we said I didn't know what to do, those would be perfect.
Wouldn't they just?
Yeah.
The peach moonstone, I think they were the wheels we'd called them that we had earlier on. Rose gold or copper looks great with any hue, such as your moonstone that we had, your peach moonstone, and with sunstone and gemstones like that. These will look fabulous if you're creating any contemporary designs. You can cut these if you want to add them into your chainmail designs, they do sit together very, very well because they sit together corner to corner, so you can create some fantastic pieces with these. 100 of your square jump rings. They're 7mm in size there as well, and there are just so many there. 0800 644 655 or on the web at jewellerymaker.com. £7.95 for you for 100 pieces you've got there. And 7 pence per component you've got there. Anna in Greater Manchester has checked out straight away, and you've got 2 of these. I would love to see these with that moonstone now. They'd look fantastic, wouldn't they? We've had lots of other strands today, actually, where we've been saying that would be quite a contemporary, you know, you could create a contemporary design with these. They'd be perfect. Christine, Gail, Pat, Pauline collected in Leicestershire. Hazel's got 2. Anna's got 2. Collected in Bedfordshire's got 2. Well done to you. Pauline in the West Midlands has just got 2 as well. Well done. Anne-Marie in Kent, you've just checked out on the telephone lines. Massive, massive congratulations. Could you incorporate these into these designs, Gemma, with this chain and stuff? You could pop them onto chain, couldn't you? Quite easy, just cut them.
They're sealed, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I'd be tempted to use an open jump ring to link them in so that you keep that strength in them. But yeah, you could incorporate them into any chains, really.
They look fab.
And if you do cut them, just make sure you cut them with your flush cutter so that they close back nicely.
Yeah, you could do that, and we've seen it done before actually, and you really can't see the join again there. They're like any jump rings, you know, they're so well made that if you do cut them and you use the right cutters for them, you won't see that join. Or you could just use a little spacer bead as well to cover that join up if you wanted to pop that on there. No problem. IXAZ35 is your code for these. Lots and lots of you taking advantage of that price tag and multi-buying. Massive well done to you. I've got the necklace bust coming up for you, and this is the smaller one as well. I don't think I've had the smaller one before. I only bought the large one. Should we do it now? Yeah. We marry as well. This is going to be very, very popular. How many do we have? 70 chances. It's not going to be enough. 70 chances. Now, whether you are a crafter, and if you want to come in and you want to get 10 of these for your craft store, it's brilliant. Those pieces that you spend a long time working on, your masterpieces, you want them to be presented properly. You know, you want to see them in situ, if you like. It's the best way of selling your jewellery, really. For photography as well, taking pictures of your jewellery to pop it onto a website if you're selling it on. Also for working on these, you know, if you don't have a spare person in the house at the time, you can't, you know, you haven't got anyone to just say, look, could you just pop this on for me so I can see how it hangs or how low that's going to hang. Use your necklace bust to work on as well, so you can see how things will sit. Your own personal collection at home. If you're running out of space, as am I, and you've got nowhere to put all your necklaces, all of your chains. You know, I have to say mine at home, it's the bigger one of these. I've probably got 20 to 30 necklaces on there that I just kind of throw on and then pick which one I'm going to wear. They're really great for storing your own jewellery on as well. So there's so many things these are really, really useful for. 22 by 18 centimetres in size. There's a little, I'll just show you in a second when Ben comes back, there's a little notch just at the back there as well. So if something is too long for the bust, you can kind of just attach that there and press that down. It will hold your necklaces in place as well for you so that they will sit properly. Properly? That's a new word. Properly on the necklace bust. IQZX87 is your code for this one. Lots and lots of you coming in. £7.95. It's fantastic, isn't it? Great thing as well about these, I think, from my personal point of view, is that I've got so many necklaces. If I put them in my jewellery box, they all get tangled up together.
Yeah,
Don't
they
they?
do. Mine do, definitely.
Yeah, it can be a nightmare if you've got, yeah.
Goodness me.
You could do with actual, do you remember Gemma, the actual
Oh, I've got one.
mannequin?
I've got 2 of those.
Yeah, you could probably do
and
with
they're
a
all
few of
covered
those.
in
Head to
jewellery
toe.
and
Brooches, necklaces, headpieces, I can imagine. 0800 644 655. Anne, well done to you in the West Midlands. Denise, Hazel, Angela, Collector, Alma, Elizabeth in Wiltshire, Anna, Katrina, well done. Daisy, Collector in Greater London. You're there as well. Well done. Keep checking that out if you've got that in your basket and make sure that you are confirming. They're really sturdy as well, these.
They
you
are.
Put some weighty pieces on there,
they
can't
are.
you?
And I like the squat ones because they're less likely to fall over.
Yeah.
Because they're, they're not top heavy at all. And also those are the most similar to the actual neckline, so an actual neck.
Yeah.
'Cause some of them, like the black one that's next to you.
Yeah, that's quite
it's nice for
fat.
showing up silver and things, but it doesn't show how the jewellery actually sits.
Yeah. It hasn't got that curvature to it,
No.
has it? Like you would have on your natural neckline there. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that. Great price tag. Lots and lots of you with those in baskets, so do get checking out for that one. Okay, Gemma, I should let you carry on.
Okay, so I finished doing this section here.
Okay.
And I'm ready to, obviously I need to finish these, but this is going to help me link in, these beading chains are actually going to help me link into my chain. So as I've got them all done, I would generally do 2 and have them sitting ready for me to link it all in, but I'm just going to show you this section here. So I'm going to cut my chain links to, I think I've got probably about 1.5 inches, or what I do is count the chain links.
Yeah.
And by eye, I look at it by eye and I count the chain links. I think, right, I'll cut it there. That's going to give me a good length just for the top row. So then I'm going to make sure this is important with curved chains, is make sure your chain is laying flat before you thread it in.
Okay.
Because once it's not so bad when you're only doing the first top one, but once the others are in, there's no twisting it. It's, you know, it's set. Which is great because it means once it's made, it's not going to twist. Yeah. But whilst you're making it, it's just those little things that really make a difference to the finish. So make sure it's laying flat. And then what I'm going to do is thread on a crimp tube onto my beading thread that's coming out of my beaded section here. Thread the crimp tube on. Then take that beading thread through the last link in the chain.
Yeah.
Pull it up through, and then take the beading thread back through the crimp. And what I tend to do is take it through the first couple of gemstones too. Yeah. So through the crimp, through the gemstone. Sometimes you'll get a gemstone that you won't get your 3 beading threads through, but these ones, these obsidians, were quite easy to get your threads through. It looks like it's going through all of them, so I don't want it quite that far. Let's take it through 1 or 2. There we go. Okay. So pull that nice and tight, and make sure when you're doing this you might loosen your weave, so make sure you're keeping your weave nice and tight as well. To give that a good pull. Make sure everything's still in the right place. Okay. And then I'm going to crimp that down before I cut the wire. Okay, so pull that in, and just take your flat nose pliers and pinch. That's what crimping is. You pinch that tube so that it pinches onto the wires and holds them. Okay, and then we're just going to snip it off underneath the beads. I'm in trouble today, aren't I? There you go. Did you see the little nick on my pliers where I've used them on memory wire?
Oh dear.
I know. I have to get my spares out. Okay, so there's that one attached. Make sure in that process of you attaching you haven't twisted it all over. So we want it nice and flat. And then the other ones I've attached it with jump rings, which is easier. Okay. So what we'll do is take a jump ring, and on this section here, I've come down 2. So I haven't come through the next link, I've come through the one below. And that beading thread where it comes around the side of the gemstones, ideal place to link in. Okay. So actually I won't close that one yet because I'm going to add chain. So the next layer of chain I've done is this gorgeous flat sort of...
Oh, I like that one.
It's like it's a grey, isn't it? Like grey, but then it's cut so it looks faceted. So you've got the silver really sparkling through. I love this one.
It's fab, isn't it?
Yeah, so we want that obviously longer than the first section because we want it to sit and just curve slightly. So I tend to just hold it in the shape I want, pop it in, and then make sure the next one you do is the same. So the next one you do, you can count the links. You make this one up as you go along. Next one, count the links. Okay. So that goes there. And you see I'm not attaching that straight in because I could, because it opens and closes like a jump ring. Yeah. If I do that, it's going to be that issue of the chain not sitting flat. Right. Okay, so what we'll do is use that jump ring you've got there, hook it through that flat curb, close them up, do the same on the other side in the equivalent place. Jump rings are so good, I can't find the openings. Okay, so that's nice and flat. Jump ring down through there and then up through the side of that weave.
Okay.
Like so. And then we can close it up. I'm using my fingers, but if you find that tough, use 2 pairs of pliers to open and close your jump rings and your chain links. Right, so there's layer 2. And then it's exactly the same to put in layer 3, which is this lovely larger flat curb, or what do we call this? Is that got a name, that one?
Flat. There was so much in there, I couldn't work out which one was which. But it is, it's like a flat curb, isn't it, that one?
Yeah.
But don't they work well together? Because normally, I suppose, again, it might just be me, but I wouldn't necessarily put those colours together naturally.
No.
But they look phenomenal.
No, nor me, and but I actually I really like it. And that's what's so great about this and the bundles and the kit.
Yeah.
So great about getting to be a designer for this show is because you get to work with things you never work with. You're thrown out of your comfort zone all the time, which is really healthy.
Yeah.
So it's really good for you to do that. And like with the sterling silver, I just wouldn't have had the bottle just to sit and do it. And and then I've got to, because I've got a show to prepare for, and you just do it. It's surprising what you can actually achieve if you just have a go. And I think that's what's so nice as well, is that hopefully if you can see that I've had a go and it's worked, you'll have a go and and it'll work too. We are very lucky here, aren't we?
We are.
We really
Take
are.
it for granted, don't we, I think?
Sometimes, yeah.
So we get used to these prices as well.
Yeah. Well, we can't get used to the sale prices, that's ridiculous.
I know.
Right, I'm having trouble getting this one on, so sometimes it just takes a bit of wiggling. If you find you've done a really great job at your weave on the gemstones, you might find that this is a bit tight around the side, so just come in, give it a little bit of a pull out with your reamer or anything, like a little awl or something to get that in. And then we'll just touch up the last one there. Okay, that's really everything else is now the same as the sort of copying that on the other side.
Repeating it. So you just count out your links to make sure you've got the same length.
Yeah.
And then I'll just turn this round actually so you can see the back of this.
Oh, that one's twisted. It's twisted on that one side.
Yeah, it's just the toggle clasp. I'll just show you that side.
So that side, you can see, you do have to have 2 chains coming round. Otherwise so from here, you link one chain at the top and one chain a bit lower down, just so that it's got an even pull.
Yeah.
Whereas it can twist around. So when you've got it flat like that, it's got an even pull. So you can see how that works. And then, so you repeat the same on the other side, so the crimpy bit as well. So you count the links, cut the same. So you've got the 2. And then I put the neck chain on and put it onto the bust.
Right.
And it was after that I then thought, well, okay, I've got a bit missing here. It looked nice with another swag. So then I put another swag in. So if we have a look at it again, so then the swags sort of almost frame the centre because they come from the 2 sides.
I love that.
And that's just a case of doing it by eye, laying them in, seeing what works for you.
And that's the great thing about the necklace bust as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you see it in situ, you might change your mind or just the design it in some way. That's fantastic. I love that. Let me just bring you these lobster claw clasps because these, again, great addition to this kit. They'll be perfect, especially for this chain because they're so sizable.
I love those.
Look at these. You will get 5 pieces. Of these in total. They'd be perfect for all of these designs, wouldn't they? You know, that real chunky chain.
Yeah,
they'd look fab.
They would.
And that is a very, very sizable links that you've got there. So this chain, you know, for sure would go, excuse me, would go through there. No problem at all. You could use your jump rings again, as Joe said, if you wanted to keep the chain flat instead. It's entirely up to you, but it would work fantastic. Great addition to this kit. Silver plated there as well, so you've got the lustre and the look of solid sterling silver, but you don't have the price tag of solid sterling silver. 23 by 10 millimetres in size, with your loop that is 5 millimetres in size there, and you will get 5 of these in total. These bigger clasps, again, they're great for charms, bag charms. They're fantastic for as well, which is great because you can put put chain on there, you can put gemstones on there, you can put leather cord on there. It's entirely up to you. 0800 644 655, or on the web at jewellerymaker.com. £6.95 for you this afternoon. Add it to your order price tag you've got there. That's fantastic for 5 of those. Amanda in Hampshire, you've got yours. Carol in Aberdeenshire. Nadia in Sussex, you're there. Patricia in County Londonderry. Collector in Kent. Anna in Greater Manchester, you've just joined me as well. Congratulations to you. Do make sure that those of you that are coming through on the web check out as soon as you possibly can. You've still got your 30-day money-back guarantee with all of your gemstones, with all of your findings, all of your wire, every single purchase, in fact. So if you find when you get home, probably not going to use them, just send them back. Incredible. Well done. Okies. Have you got something else to show us?
I have, if you want me to.
Yeah, brilliant.
I thought I'd show you that necklace with the additional links in, so it looks a bit chainmail-y.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to sort of get that going. And what I did is I love this chain, but I found on its own, I wasn't keen just having it on its own like that. I wanted to make it a bit chunkier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it was really chunky, I wanted it a bit chunkier. So this sort of started by adding in, or almost trying to I was trying to double up on the links, but like I said, you can only get 3 links at maximum through each of the links, so it wouldn't fit them all in. So what I did is took out a few links. So with this chain as well, although it's easy to open, it's tougher than I can do it with my fingers.
Yeah.
But you'll find if you do that a lot, you'll get sore fingers.
Yeah.
So I did use my pliers quite a lot for this one. Okay, so I took my chain, I took lots of links off, and then on every other link, I took one of the links I'd removed and I just doubled up.
Okay.
So literally go through, and double up. Okay, so that is now 2 links on there instead of 1. And what it did is just give me a bit more of a chunky look, and it meant I could taper the chain, so I could have it sort of less bulky around the back and getting more and more bulky towards the front. But then I found it was a bit too flat. It wasn't interesting enough. So if I put a few more in, just so we can get an idea. I wanted to make it bulkier at the front so that it felt more tapered.
Yeah.
And but then that's when I discovered that I could only get 3 links at maximum, 4 links maximum through each, which meant I couldn't. Hold on, I couldn't link, them in like chainmail. So let's get that one. I need at least 5 in there to make it work.
Okay.
4.
And this kind of chain's great for handbags as well, isn't it? Using it on your handbags with your leather nappers, or just embellishing purses as well. You could create kind of the same layered up look that we've just seen on the previous demonstration. You could use that and just have that on the front of your purse. It would look fab.
Yeah, or and then boots. Just have a chain over the top of your boots, like an ankle chain, but on your boots. And that looks really nice. Okay, so you find that the loops want to twist round like that. I actually quite like it when that happens because it then again changes the look of the chain. Okay, so allow them to do it if they want to. I'm going to keep them flat. Can I pinch that necklace there for a minute and I'll lay it down next to this one. So here we go. If we pull this out, you can see how we formed it. So I've got 2 links, 2 links, 2 links. Let me see if I've got enough to show you the technique on here. I need an even number. Is that right? Yeah. Sorry, trying to work out if I've actually got it right.
I've got to say that would be my trouble. I would just never ever remember what I've done.
The problem with chainmail is when you look at it, you think, oh, how did that work? Yeah. And because I make it up as I go along, I'm not... Right, there we go. So make sure when you start working, you lay it on the side so you've got the 1 links, the 2 links are sort of laying down. Yeah. So we're going to work from the centre, pull these together to create a centre drop. So I'll take a link and I'm going to add a link in here to this side. I'll put it back down so you can see it properly in a minute. Okay. Link to that side, so we've got a central one here. And then a link in this side too. Okay, so there's my extra links. Now, sometimes you have to give them a waggle to rearrange them so that they sit properly. There we go. Behave. Right.
Because we're all watching.
There we go.
If we weren't, it'd be
right.
fine.
So can you see now what I've got is that was my chain, my normal chain there, and then I've added a jump ring there and a jump ring there. So now I can pull those together with one ring. So I take one jump ring, and what I wanted to achieve was this like sort of point.
Yeah.
So that one jump ring goes through there. And to attach those two, close it up. In fact, if I keep it open, I can save my hands. So I'm going to keep that one open. I'm going to add in 2 more jump rings. So take 2 that I haven't closed to there. And this honestly was just making it up as I went along.
Yeah.
I thought, right, actually, I need to pull these. I need a bit more of a focal point.
Yeah.
So I'll pull a few together. And then I thought, well, it doesn't hang down low enough. So I put up another one in, and then added on a gem. So that then became my centre.
Okay.
Okay, and that's just interesting. As it pulls, it just gives you somewhere to for your eye to go. And then I added on the drops to each.
Okay.
And it came to then adding more in.
Yeah.
All I did is take another link and pop it at the next point where you want your drop to come out of. So it would be a case of popping a link through the 2s. And then I think I had another one on because it didn't quite drop low enough.
Yeah.
So it's all...
That's the great thing with this chain as well, is that you can put it together and, you know, you can add to it if you're not happy with it. If you don't like it, you can just take them back out.
Exactly. And I think that, you know, this changed a few times on its journey.
Yeah.
And it will. So that one there. And you find that they, once they're in place, they don't move around too much because of that patterning on the links. Once you've actually got it settled where you want it, it actually doesn't move out of place. You see that one is, you know, even though I've moved it on and off the bus and brought it here today, actually once you've got everything in place, it doesn't want to move around very much at all. So lay that out so you can actually see where I've been. Yeah, there we go, and then we put another one in there. So the great thing as well is if you start in the middle, you can just take links from either side so you never run out. And then it just means you just adjust. If you start finding you're running out, all you do is adjust the length of the piece, because you can just take, always borrow from the edges.
That's fab. So versatile, isn't it, the chain? You know, a lot of us probably would think, wow, it's chain, use it as chain, but it's just so many things you can do with it.
You can just, use it as separate links. Once you start looking at it like that, then it takes on a whole new set of ideas. So that's it, and then I just added in a head pin with one of my drops on and dangled them on.
They look fab. I love this design. It's just so gorgeous and a really, really versatile kit. How are we doing on quantity for that kit? Still got some left, and still a few of you with them in baskets. The item code for your... Actually, we can put that back on screen, can't we, Toby? Yeah. Put the kit back on your screen for you. There was so much in that kit. You got so many different chains in there. In fact, I'll just show you a few of them now on my hand because I'll borrow Gemma's from here. Just so versatile. It's brilliant. I love this kit. It's fantastic. You got your obsidian. Your black agate in there as well, which was fantastic. So many findings, 90 pieces in your findings pack, and you've got your threading essentials there again. So if you're brand new to jewellery making, great place to start. You know, you can be as simple or as elaborate as you like with these designs as well. Just simple earrings using different size links. It just looks fantastic, doesn't it? And I love that bracelet there as well. Anne in Berkshire, collect it in Yorkshire. Nyan, collect it in Kent. Collect it in Devon. Eleanor in Barcelona, Wendy in Devon, Sally in South Yorkshire, Sonia in Greater London. You all have them in your basket right now, but you do need to get checking out. £25 and 95 pence for the entire kit. Everything you get in here is just fantastic, so well done. If you have managed to check that out. Right, should we squeeze in a few pieces before we go to a break? Okie dokie. Thank you so much for showing
You're
us
very
those
welcome.
designs. We will be back to see the challenge. Can't wait to the emerald.
I'll finish.
Yeah, let's not talk about the emeralds. Hopefully there's still a few left. Fingers crossed. Okay, so 4 o'clock hour, it's going to be clearance before Vicky Field joins you and takes you through the late show. So let's squeeze in a few more pieces from this hour. Oh, look at these. Very, very high end. Now, these aren't bead quality gemstones, these are gemstone quality. The kind of gemstone that we would be setting, or anyone else would be setting, into 925 solid sterling silver, or maybe into gold as well. The clarity here is phenomenal. Now, most of you already have amethyst in your stash. It's a very, very popular gemstone. It's an excellent birthstone. So most of you do have amethyst in your stash, but how many of you have the green amethyst, the Prasiolite amethyst? Great thing about this gemstone is it holds the light magnificently. You get so much brilliance, so much sparkle from this gemstone. Faceted phenomenally to make even more of the brilliance that you have. The cut and the facets on these are exquisite. You know the little boxes we have with the gemstones in, you know, that very high-end collection? Each one of these by itself, you know, surely anywhere else for one of these gemstones we'd be looking at £20 upwards, even not in jewellery, just by themselves. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 individual gemstones there that are 10 by 8 to 16 by 10 millimetres in size. That's a 15 centimetre strand you've got there. Now they are concave faceted, so with the concave facet, I'm going to talk about the concave facet. I'm going to talk about the snow again, because if you've ever driven in the snow at night time and you've got your headlights, how many of us do it? I do it all the time. Ooh. Get to the end of the road. How on earth did I get here? Because you're too busy staring, and you know how it just pulls you in, almost like a kaleidoscope. That's what a concave facet does. It just draws the eye into the centre of the gemstone there. It's a fantastic facet, and it takes an incredibly skilled lapidress to be able to facet a gemstone to perfection like this, and every single one of them is just beautiful. One of these wire wrapped with your solid sterling silver wire that you had earlier on in the kit into a ring. My goodness me, how high end, how exquisite would that look? You could have the entire suite, couldn't you? You could have the earrings, you can have one wire wrapped into a ring, you could use one of these as a charm in a bracelet as well if you wanted to. Maybe you've got some purple amethyst in your stash already and you'd like to use them together. 0800 644 655. £37.95 is your should be price tag. We're going to save you some more, save you even more money this afternoon. Well done, Kath in Worcestershire, Collector in County Durham, Collector in County Antrim, Collector in Sussex, well done to you. Janice in Sussex, you're there as well. £29.95. Gemma, if you say you claw, I mean, you could do exactly the same design, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Exactly the same design as this ring here.
I'd probably do it a bit finer.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of a
Yeah.
slimmer band and slimmer prongs. But yeah, absolutely. There's no reason why that wouldn't work on that.
That would look fantastic, because let's face it, with gemstones like this, it's going to have to be at least 925, isn't it? And with the silver sheet that we had earlier on, you could claw prong, set the ring in exactly the same way. Or, you know, you could do something different. You could do use your silver wire and wire wrap the gemstone as well and set it that way. It would have to be 925 for me. And do you know what? You've had some fantastic 925 today. £29.95. There's 10 gemstones here. So that works out to less than £3 per gemstone. That's phenomenal. 55 carats in total. 10 by 8 to 16 by 10 millimetres in size, APZC 92. This moment in time, I've got about 20 of you with these in baskets. It's all about confirmation here at Jewellery Maker. You haven't done it until you have completed your checkout. Don't be surprised if things disappear from your basket. If you just sit there with things in your baskets, they may disappear, because telephone bidders can come through, and if quantity is low, they will disappear. make sure you're checking them out. APZC92 is your code for this one. Collect it in Essex, collect it in Devon, collect it in Yorkshire, Pauline in Greater Manchester, Joanna, Kath in Worcestershire, collect it in County Durham, you're there as well. Diane, well done. You've just checked yours out on the telephone lines. APZC92. Get checking out anything that's in your basket at all, including the kit from this hour as well. And make sure you are confirming as soon as you can. Clearance. A whole hour of clearance deals. It's very, very busy today. Don't go anywhere, and I'll be back with you in just a few minutes' time.
Get creating stunning designs in no time at all with this brilliant Introduction to Kumihimo DVD with guest designer Sarah Elvin. These easy-to-follow steps on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started with this amazing medium. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Obsidian is an amorphous structure and is actually in fact a natural glass. Obsidian is formed during volcanic activity, and depending on its inclusions, such as mica, can often take on very different looks. Mica inclusions give the stone a beautiful golden shimmer, and you can also see this in rainbow colours as well. Due to its relative strength and hardness, obsidian has been carved over the years to fashion all sorts of ornamental material. It's also been used to carve spearheads and weapons as well, making obsidian a very important stone to ancient cultures.
Moonstone is beautiful. It looks so stunning in bridal jewellery. Its iridescence just makes it such a different gemstone against anything else. When you're putting it into your own jewellery, you can put it in tiaras, you can put it in drop earrings, and it makes those pieces special.
One of the most fascinating things about moonstone is, I think, its myth and legend, and whether it's a gemstone which is used for fertility or a gemstone which you give to loved ones, it's a fantastic gemstone to own, especially from JM, because of the natural qualities, the rainbow shimmer which you get from this amazing gem. And whether it's in nuggets or whether it's really, really highly faceted, whether it's a smaller carat weight or a larger carat weight, you're always guaranteed a superb example of the gem.
Gemma Crow brings you into the world of patina. You'll create stunning effects with the guidance of Gemma right beside you. This DVD includes adding texture to your designs, preparing your metal, applying the patina, neutralizing process, and finally, the finishing process. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Good afternoon, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. I've got one more hour with you this afternoon of clearance deals. We just spent the whole entire break there talking about food. It's got to that time of day, I'm afraid. Which fast food chain are you going to tonight? Saturday, isn't it? It's got to be done. Toby's going out for an Italian. Pizza or pasta? I'd be so torn. What would you do, Gemma? Ooh. Pizza or pasta?
Pasta. I think we've had enough pizza over Christmas.
Oh, do you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think right now at this moment in time I'd go for pizza. But I am partial to a carbonara, I have to say. Okay, hi Sam, how are you?
Hey honey, you alright?
Yeah, have you seen the Star Wars movie yet?
No. So depressing.
Star Wars t-shirt. She's not seen it yet.
I haven't either.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, it was alright.
Still the other one.
Yeah, but I think it's more of a man thing. We've had this discussion. Okay, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. Right, clearance. Let's squeeze in some deals for you. Green crackled. Green crackled quartz. Have a look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 strands of your green crackled quartz you've got here. Quadruple treble. 4 times 165 carats. There is no time to waste in this hour. Just come in and just check out as soon as you possibly can. Webbers and foam bidders, you need to get straight on it. 10 by 8 millimeters in size in each of your gemstones. You have Zambian emerald greens here. These are divine. Quadruple treble. Each one 10 by 8 millimeters in size. Perfect for drops in earrings, or actually taking 2 or 3 of these, maybe using the chain from the kit that we just had. Different lengths of chain in your earrings. A nice little cluster there would look beautiful. LEGC19 is your code for this one. £27.80 is where we should be. Not today. Should we take them under £10? Yes. We're about to put, what, £18, £19 back in your pocket? Wow. LEGC19 is your code for this. You need to be dialing in, you need to get checking out as soon as you possibly can. That is £2.20 something per strand. That's an incredible, incredible deal for genuine gemstones. You've got that beautiful Emerald City green hue. Just stunning. Well done to Katrina, you're there as well. Collect it in Bedfordshire, collect it in Leicestershire, collect it in Greater London. You're there as well. Congratulations to you. Moira, you've just joined me. Well done. Sandra, you've just joined me as well. Congratulations. Lillian, you're there. Wendy, well done to you. 0800 644 655. 0800 644 655. Well done, telephone minutes. Just trying to sort my my tablet out, the device. Oh, is it the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi. Good old Wi-Fi. Multicoloured agate drums. Where would you start with these? Would you leave them as they are? Would you take those colours out, separate them into their different colours? The blues, the greens, the carnelian hues you've got in there. Wow, how colourful are these? Do you know these drums, they sit so fluidly. I've just put them over the back of my wrist. They sit so fluidly. So in simple stretchy bracelets or pieces around the neckline, they'll look fantastic, won't they? 5 times 190 carats. So that is, wow, we're at approximately 950 carats. Thereabouts. That's a lot of gemstone, isn't it? 10 by 8 millimeters in size. What would you do with this bundle, Gemma?
I'm saying I love that barrel shape for men's jewellery, and I would separate all the colours and I would use them separately.
Okay.
I might combine some of them in combinations, but I would definitely, you know, give myself a stash of all these different colour gemstones.
I know, but do you know, look at the blues there. This is like tanzanite blue, the cornflower blue that we get in tanzanite. Gorgeous. These are dreamy. TJ GC26 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. We're going to take it down as low as we possibly can. £14 and 75 pence. Is not your password. That was Sam trying to get the password off me for the Wi-Fi. I meant not your price tag, not your password. Yeah. Or is it no password? Is it? No. I have to go to the. Oh, she's got it. She's got it. £9.95, less than £2 per strand. So I count out one of the strands for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 39 approximately per strand there. That's like 200 gemstones there or thereabouts. That's so much that you've got there at just £9.95. Well done. What did we do before Wi-Fi? I bet you don't even remember life without Wi-Fi, do you, Sam?
I remember
The internet? Huh?
I remember the dial-up tone.
You remember the dial-up tone. Do you know what, I mean, what did we do without the internet? We read. We talked. We communicated properly. You had to learn. Yeah. Hold on, I'll just get the answer. Yeah, you have to learn. Orange. Ooh, this colour. Me too, Bruce. Bruce, said, I wish I'd have gone to school during the internet age. It would have made life so much easier.
It doesn't make everything, it makes research so much longer, I think.
Yeah, do you remember, Bruce?
Too many
Do
options.
you remember going to a library to get a book to do research on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, going to a library to get a book to do research. Not anymore. 4 times 90 carats of your orange crackle quartz. Now, we've called this orange, for me, this has got a real Padparacha hue. If you've ever seen Padparacha sapphire before, or Padparacha coloured sapphire, this really is that hue that you've got here. It's magnificent. I love these. Again, great for your summer pieces of jewellery. You've got those real sunset hues there, you know, with sunstone, with moon. Each strand you've got there, that's 360 carats in total. Each drop being 10 by 8 millimetres in size. Any of the crackle quartz you've got today, these will work with 0800 644 655, or on the web, jewellerymaker.com, £31.85. You can forget that price tag, Linda in Greater Manchester and Anna in Greater Manchester, because we're going even lower for you this afternoon. We will not let you down on prices here at Jewellery Maker, ever. Never mind in a clearance. ARGC 50 is your code for this one at just £8.95. Sam, we were discussing earlier on about the fact that the jackpot tonight is 58 million. What would you spend that on?
I don't know, actually. I think I'd put like 10 in the bank and then just go crazy.
Put 58 million.
58 million. She's going to put 10 in the bank and go crazy. Unbelievable. Pete, don't marry her. Bruce, what would you do? Travel the world. It's a good option. Yeah. That's what you would do, wouldn't you? Bruce said, I'll just ring up my friends and be like, do you want to come to Dubai? Yeah. Do you want to work again? No, you don't have to. £8.90, although I would. £8.95. ARGC 50 is your code. That was our texting topic today. Have we had any more texting, Toby? 0800 644 655. We haven't been checking, I've got to be completely honest, because we've had so much to get through with the clearance and the kits as well. We haven't checked, I'm sorry. Eleanor, you've got yours. Well done to you. Linda in South Wales. Anne in Wiltshire Collect in Herefordshire, you're there as well. Margaret in Devon, you're there as well. I can't believe, Sam. Yeah, I'm going to blow 48 of it and I'm just going to sit on 10 million. Unbelievable. No, I think I'd probably sit on 48 million, Sam, and blow 10, you know, maybe. £8.95 for you. Well done if you managed to get those. I think that's top of most people's lists, actually, Bruce, charity. I think it's such a huge amount of money. You could help so many people, couldn't you? It'd be nice. Would be lovely. Have a look. No, I'm not listening to you, Toby. We'll do these anyway, because we're going to go down to fantastic. Look at this colour. I love this colour. Your silver organza bags. Now, these are, I was going to say the round shape. What shape would I call these, Gemma? Do you know? Because they're not the flat square ones.
No, they're like a pouch, aren't they?
Yeah. I love these ones. I'm just trying to check. Yes, they are all 9 inches in size. So you will get a pack of 10. I love these, just to store your own things in at home as well. And these really are sizable. For me, little, you know, simple things like cotton wool balls.